It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Well, if Duke is all out of gum, you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means. All right, now I gotta make sure I push the right button, which ought to be that button. Which means that, there we go. All right. Hi, guys. Hi. Happy 4th of July. Happy Treason Day. That's right. Today in America, we celebrate treason and rebellion and all kinds of other things that, you know, we're apparently not supposed to celebrate. I'm just saying. But we do it anyway because America. Exactly. My wife made me this beautiful shirt. On the back, I guess I could kind of show you the back. The back is a picture of a... I'll show it to you in a minute. But since the microphone is here, if I turn around, you won't hear me. The back is a picture of a beautiful sailing ship with guys throwing tea into the harbor, and it says, bringing the party since 1773. Let me see if I can... There. Hopefully the camera's doing it justice, right? So, yep, had fun with this one. And she's like, hey, your Tea Party shirt is clean. I was like, I know. I'm planning on wearing it. How y'all doing, guys? Thank you for the follows. Cowboy, thank you for the resub. Appreciate you. And I'm realizing now that having crashed my camera thing, it needs a little bit of love here. Give me just a moment. No, other way. It is super dark today. There we go. That's a little better. What's up, Duke? Mike is in the way. Yeah, sorry. I suppose I could shove the mic out. That's probably the smart thing to do, wouldn't it? But yeah, we don't do smart things around here. We don't do... Well, okay, fine. I hope you're happy. Exactly, Alou. Happy Insurrection Day. Happy Treason Day. Did she get a shirt? She was made... I don't know, actually. Let's see. So she made... Stand there. You guys can actually see them. They're right here. These shirts in the background. I'm going to bring them over. These were ones that she made just this week. She's been having fun with her shirt design. Is it just the one? There's two here. Yeah, okay. All right, now, I have to preface the first one with a question. Because if you're not a C.S. Lewis fan, this shirt will probably not make sense to you. Who here has read more of C.S. Lewis than just Narnia? right? Maybe you've read Narnia, but there's a lot. C.S. Lewis wrote a lot more than just Narnia, right? Who has read more C.S. Lewis than just Narnia? I know what it's from. I want to find out if they know it, but if they haven't read Lewis, then this shirt won't make any sense. Merton says he has. Yes, Alu, that is exactly correct. So on the front, I'm trying to get the camera to focus and failing. There we go. And on the back, here, I'm going to move the mic. It doesn't want to focus. It doesn't want to focus. There we go. So she's been having fun with Lewis. And then on the front, we have this beautiful... it doesn't want to focus because the camera hates me. There it is. Sort of. Aslan, right? And on the back, I like this quote, right?
Hide the caster.
Do not quote the deep magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written. So yeah, she's been having fun with those lately.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. So she doesn't have treason shirts for herself today, but she has other ones. Now, I'll say this, guys. These are designed... Now, you're going to be putting some of those in your shop, right?
Yes.
Okay. So she does have a shop where she sells these kind of stuff on her designs. So when you get it posted, let me know, and I'll put links up. Somebody will ask for a link.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
The shop is on vacation right now. I'm just basically... I went ahead and put it through the end of June, and I'm kind of like, I'm just going to let it coast past the 4th and...
Then pick it up next week.
And then pick it up next week.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough. But anyway, so yeah, she's been having a lot of fun with that. And of course, I get to wear my treason shirt today, which I'm a big fan of. I gotta make sure. I think Muldoon is set correctly for that. Yep, that's good. So that's correct. I do have, by the way, given the time of day, I have. Now it occurs to me I should have put this in my Rebellion glass. I put it in my Imperial glass. I should have put it in a Rebellion glass today, shouldn't I?
I can go fix that.
Yeah, give me the Rebellion glass. I think I'm supposed to wear that. I'm supposed to use that one today, I think.
Yeah. Imagine slumming as a rebel today.
Ugh, rebel scum. Ugh.
You'll be all right.
But today's the day of rebels, so I'm supposed to use the Rebellion glass.
Damn Skippy.
Yeah. I pulled out the Imperial glass because I got all excited because tomorrow is the one of the pre-release events for the new Star Wars Unlimited expansion. You guys that have been following the YouTube and Twitch channels know that I've been doing a bit of live play Unlimited down on the table, down in the studio, and so new expansion coming soon, like in about a week. And we're doing a pre-release event tomorrow, so I was like, I'm looking forward to playing Imperials again. So I got out my Imperial glass, and then I got all the way up here, and I'm like, oh wait, I shouldn't have done that. Actually, would have been way smarter if I hadn't done that. So here we are. All right, close this out of the way. Let the camera choke for a minute. There we go. Grand Moff Cornwallis. I like where your head's at. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick transfer. There we go. Can you put that up by the sink for me?
Yes.
Thank you. There we go. Much better. Now I'm ready for the 4th of July. Now I'm ready for the 4th of July. I have my quintessentially American spirit in my quintessentially American glass. So either that I've got another glass downstairs that would be a good one for today. That Second Amendment glass.
Yeah.
That would have been a good one too. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I have a plethora of options today. Well, listen, guys, of course, it is the 4th of July. Let me hit the boats button here, and it's not going to be right because I was doing video work the other night, so let's do that.
Welcome.
And let's wait for the game to come up. There we go. Now, of course, we are finally allowed to talk and show Johnston. This is going to happen today. I have been... Thank you guys for the subs and the follows. Appreciate you. I am allowed to show Johnston. I'll give you my short version is That's probably not the answer you want. I feel like they missed the boat a little bit on this ship. Is it a bad ship? No, not by any stretch of the imagination. It is still a Fletcher, okay? And inherently, it is a good... when you start from a place that strong, It's very difficult to screw it up, which is one of the reasons that Halford makes me so angry. Because Halford is like, oh, how did you screw this up? But they found a way, right? Oh no, my Johnston is staying right where it is. Staying right where it is, Merton. But, with that said, very commonly when I've been playing this ship, I have often felt, man, I wish I had my Fletcher and not this. The big miss for me is the lack of any kind of a heal. Kid at tier 8. Let's talk Fletchers for a minute, guys. Let's talk Fletchers. Oh, we're there. So there are. Let's see. I'm missing one. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Chungmu. Hold on a minute. There we go. 6 Fletchers. I feel like I'm missing one. Ah, Velos. There we go. So there are 7 Fletchers in the game, right? And by and large, each of them has their own interesting little unique identity thing that they do. And the new Chinese... Oh, right, this thing is a Fletcher too now. No, this is a Benson, isn't it? No, that is a Fletcher. That's a tier 8 Fletcher. That's a tier 8 kid. Nah, whatever. I don't count this thing. It's ugly as balls. Anyway, each of them has their own unique identity, okay? Kid, for example, she takes that Fletcher. Let's start at the beginning. Why is Fletcher one of the best destroyers in World of Warships? It's because it is, like the Thanos meme, it is very well balanced. Is it an amazing gunboat? No. It's an above-average gunboat. Is it an amazing torpedo boat? No. It's an above-average torpedo boat. It does a lot of things above average. That gives it a nice baseline to start from. Jaggedy with the raid. Thank you very much.
They're flocking this way.
And so then what happens is when you take your baseline Fletcher, that is above average in so many categories, and then you're going to spec the modules and the captains and the upgrades to play the ship the way you want to play it. Hey, I want to lean torpedoes. Hey, I want to lean guns. Hey, I want to lean AA. Whatever you're going to do, all of these options are available to you. It's all about how you build the ship, how you play the ship, how you position the ship, how you div up with friends with the ship, whatever. Happy 4th. Thank you, Jaggedy. And so Fletcher is amazing. Now, start talking about the different variants of Fletcher, right? Kid comes along. What's Kid's gimmick? Kid gets a heal. Kid gets less torpedo power. So inherently, Kid tilts the scales towards gunboat. Less torpedo power, much more gun power, and the heal, which means that she can get into gunfights and sustain into the late game. She's not necessarily afraid of taking an early game gunfight the way that you probably wouldn't in a Fletcher. Okay, so that gives Kid a unique identity, right? She can be a little more aggressive when it comes to fighting other destroyers, okay? Or even picking on larger targets, especially in the middle and late game, right? If there's a battleship around and he's got 2 or 3 things shooting at him, I'll happily farm him for damage in a Kid, knowing that, yeah, he might bother to shoot me or his secondaries might damage me a little bit, but I can just heal most of it back, okay? And Kid's AA is amazing. So Kid is very much leaned into the, I'm going to be spotted, I'm going to be fighting you on the surface, I have my heal to recover my damage, and when you spec that captain, what are you going to do? You're going to lean into the gun power, you're going to probably spec for an extra heal, you're going to spec for Fearless Brawler. Fearless Brawler is an amazing skill on a Kid, as an example. Okay, I did leave out cookies for Milk and Cookies for Captain America last night. Let's look at Black. What's Black's gimmick? Black's gimmick is she gets radar. In some ways, this ship was the prototype for what came at the high end of the Pan-Asian destroyer line later on. So she gets smoke and radar. Okay, so she's a pretty solid gunboat, right? She gets basically the same guns that Fletcher gets, but she gets to add radar and smoke. That's kind of cool, right? She can choose between radar, engine boosted, defensive fire. If you're playing a Black, you're probably going to play radar. Like, that's why you play the boat. What's the difference? Her torpedo power is not amazing. Now, it's quirked, okay? Black's torpedoes, they hit like trains, but they're painfully slow with a ton of range. Okay, so it's not that her torpedoes are garbage, it's that they're much more challenging to use than the other ships so far. Okay, reasonable. She has a niche, she has a thing, okay? She has a role. Chungmu. Chungmu and Black are very similar, almost two sides of the same coin. Again, I'm getting the radar. With Chungmu, I can't take smoke and radar, so I lose access to that, but my torpedoes are way better. So I tilt the scale a little bit more torpedo, a little bit less survivability because I can't hide in smoke while radaring things, and so on. Velos. Velos's guns are even better. She has fewer of them, but they're on a quicker reload, and she has this stupid, crazy, nutty torpedo reload, and she doesn't have to choose between engine boost and defensive fire. She gets it all. She gets everything. Now, she doesn't get the American defensive fire, all right? This is still a nice, well-rounded boat. Okay? So on. Oh, Lewis. Thank you. That is awesome. I don't think anybody's ever done that before for me. Thank you very much. At least not certainly in that quantity. I appreciate you. Okay? Thank you very much. That's awesome. So now we're down to Halford. What's Halford's thing? Halford is trying to be a hybrid, right? She's got this goofball plane squadron, and she's down to one rack of torpedoes. The torpedoes are still basically the really good Fletcher torpedoes, right? 13.5 kilometers, yada, yada, yada. These are longer range. But she only has one rack, so it's like, okay. And then you get the goofy rockets, and they're of dubious value. So Halford tries to be something that Fletcher isn't. That's the reason that I dislike Halford almost more than anything. Halford tries to be a ship that Fletcher's not good at that, right? Fletcher, like I said earlier, Fletcher is such this well-rounded, well-balanced, amazing mix of gun power and torpedo power and handling and stealth and speed. And Halford's like, I want planes. And I'm like, but look at what you're throwing away to fly planes around the map. Look what you're giving up. Halford has never felt good to me. Andrew, I'll tell you in a sec. It's real simple. All right, which brings us now all the way down to Johnston. Is Johnston a bad boat? Not in the least. She is not. But what is her gimmick? Well, for starters, she gets those same longer range torpedoes we just looked at on Halford. They don't hit quite as hard, a little bit, and they have a much longer reload, right? I'm playing Johnston here on as a torpedo build, which I'm going to change today because I'm starting to think this is not the right way to play the ship. But that still has a little more than a 2-minute reload. That feels kind of garbage, honestly. Okay. Her gun reload is worse. You go from 3.3 seconds up to 4.5 seconds. So you have the same number of barrels, but you get way worse reload, like 30 to 40% worse reload. What's the trade-off? I no longer have AP shells. I have SAP shells, which if you've played the Italian destroyer line or a Sherman, you know those things are amazing for murdering destroyers. And last but not least, I get the goofy burst fire mode. Now, unlike most burst fire modes in the game, this one is actually good. A lot of burst fire modes, maybe the Spanish cruisers being the exception, but like in general, the burst fire modes are terrible because they cost you damage. Johnston's doesn't necessarily feel that way. It has an 8.5 second reload, and when you push the button, you get 3 quick salvos. You basically get 3 salvos in the space of time you would have normally gotten 1. What that means is that when you catch a destroyer broadside in a turn, an opposing destroyer, when you only are going to catch a glimpse of them for that split second, like it's a Shimakaze or something, you can put a ton of firepower down on them very, very quickly. And that's actually really, really cool. And then you wait 8.5 seconds, which is not crazy penalizing because and when you run the numbers, this actually works out to be a small DPS increase, I think, right? I haven't run the numbers, but like 3 salvos on this ship, I can only fire 3 salvos in fire, reload, fire. That would be 9 seconds, right? 4.5 second base reload. Here, I can get 3 salvos, wait 8.5 seconds, and get 3 more. So that's, by the time you start spacing it out, burst fire is actually a DPS increase. Leaving burst fire on your Johnston is actually pretty good. So what does the ship want to do? She wants to brawl other destroyers. She wants to murder other destroyers. But she's not equipped for it because she doesn't have the longevity. For starters, she still has a Fletcher health pool, right? All in, just a touch over 20,000 hit points. Elbings are laughing at you right now. In fairness, that's a bad comparison. But a lot of tier 10 destroyers, a lot of destroyers in your matchmaking bracket are like, 20,000 hit points. Give me a bit. Give me a break, okay? And then, on top of that, you're still a destroyer. It's still 2024. The game is 9 years old. Players have learned by now, hey, when that destroyer is spotted, I should shoot him. So as soon as you take a gunfight with somebody, what's going to happen? 5 people are going to try to murder you. 5 or 8 or whatever. Anybody who can shoot you is going to try to murder you. So what does that mean for how Johnston plays? She has to play cautious in the early game, the same way a traditional Fletcher does. So you have to play this boat the same way you already play Fletcher. Cautious in the early game, a little aggressive in the late game, depending on how the game has gone, okay? But that's not what people wanted, I don't think. I wanted a boat that played like Kid. I want to be aggressive. I want to get in there. I want to get my hands dirty. I want to murder somebody. I want to make them, I want to rip their throats out, run away, heal a little bit, and then run back in and murder them and rip their throats out again. Johnston can't do that. She doesn't have the health pool for it. So for my money, is Johnston disappointing? No. She's not disappointing because she's still a Fletcher. She's still a good ship. She has a little bit of uniqueness to her. Could she have been something truly amazing? She could have, and they missed the boat on this one, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. So Night Owl, you're exactly where I am, right? Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand the thought process, right? What Kid is, what this ship is, right, is what I think everybody wanted Johnston to be. Kid will move up aggressively, generally, and be a jerk early. I can play this ship early aggressively, depending on matchmaking, far more aggressively than I can play a Johnston. Do I have quite as much firepower in it when it comes to murdering opposing destroyers? I don't, right? I don't have the SAP. I still have really good HE, right? My HE is going to do horrible things to most destroyers I run into. Like the overwhelming majority are going to go, ow, 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 ow. And they're going to deal damage back to you, and you're going to go, LOL, I heal, right? Bite me. I'm leaving now. I'm going to go limp away and heal. So, would I take her over Benham? Andrew, I would. And the reason for that is, at the end of the day, she's still a Fletcher, and she's still better rounded than a Benham. Benham is a torpedo boat, and that's all she'll ever be. Fletchers, in general, the class in general, when you take the Fletchers as a group, they can be, Kid perhaps the exception, they can be almost anything you want to spec them out to be, which is one of the things that I love about the class, right? I can take my Fletcher and I like to play this ship spec as torpedo build. Can you play this ship as a gun build? 100% you can. Could you spec this ship for AA and run screening destroyer? 100% you could, right? There's not a wrong answer. There's only what you want to do. How do you want to play the ship, okay? In theory, you can make the same statement about Johnston. Is there a wrong way to play this ship? No, I don't think there is, right? The torpedo build that I've been playing, I haven't had a lot of success with. I'm going to change it around and we're going to play some stuff. We're going to play some gun build on stream, see if it's any better. Is it wrong? No, it works. I've had good games in the ship. I've had a 140,000 damage game that we won. Like, it works. But I think what everybody wanted out of Johnston was a Fletcher they could be aggressive in. They wanted this. And that's not what this is. You can't be aggressive in a Johnston. Getting aggressive in a Johnston is just like getting aggressive in a Fletcher. It gets you dead in the early game, more than likely, right? So it's very sad. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play one game in... We're going to go ahead and start with Johnston. I'm going to go ahead and play one game in the torpedo build that I have. And then I'm going to swap it to a gun build, which I have not tried yet. So we'll try that together and see if it's any better. And then we're going to look around and play some of the other Fletchers to kind of show you some of what I'm talking about, right? Again, I don't feel like Johnston is a bad ship. I feel like it had the opportunity to be amazing, and that opportunity was missed. That's kind of where I'm at, if I had to summarize it. Now, see, Andrew, there I completely disagree. Up until about a year and a half ago, whenever it was that they did the model change to gearing, I would have agreed with you, but not anymore. Gearing is so amazing now. Why won't my game load? Oh, I hate this bug. There we go. Gearing is so amazing now. Like, when the model change went in, gearing got so much better. She handles better. She feels better. And with a legendary upgrade, with a unique upgrade, she plays. She's stellar. She's so good. She's stupidly good. All right, I got a Sherman and a Kidda. They have 2 radars, a Wushta and a Stalin, both of which I get. Oh, and a 3, and a Missouri. I get to see all of these coming, and I'll have to worry about midway planes at some point. We're going to keep the burst fire on for now. Megalodon, thank you for the follow, and I think I missed Bender a few minutes ago, or just now. Thank you very much. Welcome in. Gearing is more difficult to play because the matchmaking is different, right? I'm not going to argue that. But at the same time, gearing is significantly... Gearing of today is way better than gearing was 3 years ago. The hull changes made a big difference, and the unique upgrade totally changes how the ship plays for the better. Gearing is such a good boat now. All right, let's think about this. Okay, I'm going to be playing so much Fletcher, I got to remember which one I'm in. Okay, this is a traditional Johnston, so I have long-range torpedoes on a slow reload. I do not want to push this cap just yet, or do I? I outspot the Sherman. I outspot both of those guys. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. I have a significant spotting advantage over this Sherman. Let's see what he does. I do not want to get in a gunfight with this guy. Let's see if he put his hydro on. Looks like he might have just turned it on. We know how badly the ship handles. Okay, he managed to dodge. That's fine. It is what it is. So I'm probably not going to be able to sit here. We're going to have to... Oh, he left. We're going to have to kill the Sherman. He ended up backing out of the cap. We're going to have to kill the Sherman before I can kill the Belau. This Hipper's got some balls. I'll give him that. I cannot believe this Hipper is up here just trolling around the cap like he owns the place. There we go. Okay, so now I can get into this cap. Sherman had to leave. Hipper's backing off. Schlieffen may try to get in here, but I'm betting he doesn't. It's 7-on-5 on this flank, and somehow they can't hold the other cap. Flip the guns. All right, we got to get this cap done. The Belau's probably going to move up and spot me in a minute, and that's going to make me angry, but whatever. Schlieffen's turning in. Okay, I'm going to have to run. Schlieffen's going to turn in, and there's pretty much jack crap I can do about it. Or is he going to turn back? I don't know here. I'm not sure I'm going to get the chance to cap this before I have to leave this cap. Yeah. Sherman's trying to get back in. I'm going to have a very narrow window to try and pull this off. Doesn't look good right now. We're going to try it, though. Nope, I got to go. Sherman's too close. I cannot get caught out here by the Sherman.
Sometimes I even amaze
All right.
myself.
That feels pretty good. Can I... Okay, if the Sherman gets down to where he's low, if they can hit him again, I'll hit him with a burst fire. Man, come on, guys.
some road, no gas.
To Jurassic
Shucks. I'm gonna feel that one in the morning.
Much better.
All right, I'm gonna make this turn. All right. I still feel like we have a decent shot up here at taking this cap. I cannot push the Sherman if his hydro's available. Okay. The Sherman burned down in that smoke, so life is good. Let's move up. We're going to steal this smoke and do what we can. Oyans, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. All right, Kid is going to try for B. The other flank just fell apart and ran away because apparently they don't know how to do anything. Baffling. Come on. All right, we haven't seen the Belau in a while. I want to get way out here to this side of things. Oh my god, that Hipper has 86 HP. All right. We're going to get this done. And then I think I want to go Belau hunting. I think that's the right answer here. Kid is very low. I could probably go beat the Kid in a gunfight. Once we get done with it... Crap. Okay, my A is off, which is what I need. Okay, I have to put some speed on to keep my bow to these planes. Or is he backing off? He's backing off. The Belau is way over in this gap. How interesting. All right, let's go murder him on our way to murdering the Kitakaze. Harbin has managed to stop... is dead. Okay. I cannot push the Missouri, because his radar will ensure that's not a thing. However, I can possibly push the Kidda. I can definitely push the Kidda. And I'll give the Belau a shot. Where's the Wushta? Okay, he's way over by sea. That's fine. Yep, Harbin has managed to stop with some shells in his face. Let's load the HE, because I suspect by the time I find the Belau, I'm going to be looking at a stern-on submarine, and I don't want to deal with his garbage.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Yep, I'm still getting the stern, but he ran those into the island. He got nothing there. Okay. Missouri in my face. Oh, there's the Midway. Hi. How you doing, buddy?
After a few days of R&R, I'll be ready for more action.
Ooh, Missouri just got crushed. Feels good. Let's go. Let's friggin' go. We got this, boys. Okay. He's got me on radar, but I'm going to push up now and hunt this Gatto to extinction. Yeah, he's right up here in front of me. Let's go murder him. So this is my frustration, though, right? Like, in order to play this ship, quote-unquote, correctly, you have to play it like a Fletcher. You cannot take big risks, pretty much at any time.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Torps came from over here, so we know he's over here somewhere. All right, Wooshta's out. I love how they're getting crushed and I'm the one getting shot at. All right. Yeah.
Got him!
You see my point, though? It's like, as soon as you're spotted, even in a game where they're down 8 ships, you're going to get shot at. Which feels pretty fucking awful, honestly. All right, where is this Kitakazi and why can I not find him and kill him? I mean, Merton, I will... The cockroach, yes. My frustration is, where is this Kitakazi? All right, good news is I'm going to get the chance to murder more planes, it looks like, which I'm absolutely 100% going to take. Because it's more XP.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Oh, crap. I accidentally turned into his torpedoes. I think I'm dead. Yep. Yep, those weren't even meant for me. Well, I did get down, Mr. President, Montana. You better be happy. Those weren't even meant for me. Atago, please, you're gonna die. Oh my god, I even spotted those for you. Holy crap. That Kitakazi just had, like, the torpedo salvo of his life. Now, he's way out here somewhere where our carrier won't go find him because our carrier doesn't understand how to win the game. Or end the game. I mean, look at him. They have 2 opposing ships, and he is in AJ1, ladies and gentlemen. This tells you that your carrier player is not paying attention to anything. When you see a carrier player doing this in this kind of game, feels bad. Feels bad. So, again, a solid game. I get a full cap, I get a couple of kills, I get some torpedo hits, I get a decent amount of spotting damage. The point that I'm making is, and I'll go play this thing as a gunboat, and maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I need to play it more aggressively as a gunboat. But right now, Johnston doesn't feel any different to me than Fletcher. I'd rather be playing a Fletcher. I think it's a better, I think Fletcher is a better, balanced is not the word, a more well-rounded ship than Johnston is. The quicker reload torpedoes are a bigger impact to me. This Johan bomb strike is going to be amazing. Let's go. Oh, that should have been way better. You don't have an armored deck. Ah, he dropped them all in the water. That Kremlin's got to be cursing his life. All right, Johan. Here it is, baby. This is your moment. Let's go. Is he going to get it? He should get it with that drop. He should get it with that drop. Oh, he doesn't. Kremlin gets it after all. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to go do Johnston. I'm going to go rebuild. We're going to recalculate and rebuild for guns, but I'm not expecting a radically different result. It's still Fletcher AA. Okay, it's still good AA. It's still a Fletcher. There's still Fletcher guns. There's still good guns. But I'd rather be playing a Fletcher. Which legit makes me sad, right? I was so looking forward to this ship. But I kept looking at the stats and testing, going, man, it feels like it's gonna need something else to get to be what people want it to be. And we ain't there. Alright, let me dump this. Let me dump these skills. We're going to go all in on the guns. Let's go Fearless Brawler, but I think this is a terrible idea. But we're going to do it. Actually, hold on. Yeah, or do I want to do... I don't want range. Nah, we'll do Fearless Brawler. And then that's going to leave me... I don't know. Let's try and get the smoke back quicker, I guess. Sure, let's try that. You know what? Dazzle could work. The problem is I don't know how I'm going to get all that many 4-point skills into one build. I have to give up a lot to do that. You know what? Let's try it. You know what? Let's try it. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. There. Fearless Brawler and Dazzle. Let's try it. I think this is crazy. But if we're going to be crazy, let's try and find a build that works. This is all fine. You know what? Also, I'm going to play speed. I'm going to play engine boost. I'm going to ditch the engine boost. Let's do this. I mean, I'm going to ditch the defensive fire. Let's just play it. Let's literally just try to play the thing as a gunboat. Let's just try it. What's the worst that can happen? Burst fire mode is now down to 7.9 seconds. That's interesting. So this is based on my gun reload, I guess? Yeah. So the burst fire mode, the cooldown time on burst fire recalculates based on your main battery reload. Is that how it is on other ships that have this? Is that how it is on the Spanish cruisers? Who knows? Who can tell me? I can go look, but I'm wondering if you guys know. I don't own a Spanish cruiser. Past tier 8, I don't think. I have a 9. Okay. Pockington says yes. 29 seconds versus 33 seconds. Okay, so that's how it's designed to work. Okay. I didn't know that, actually, so that's useful information. Okay. So let's lean it. Let's take Johnston and just play her as a gun build and see if I've just been doing this wrong. How so, Wolfie? I thought Sherman had about the same range. I mean, the range on this boat is like 12 and something. Isn't that about what Sherman is? Isn't Sherman like 12 or 13 kilometers? Oh, you're talking about if you want to just play max total gun range Sherman, you have to put 4 points into it. I see what you're saying. I don't know that I would ever do that on this boat. Sherman gets better ballistics, right? You get better shell velocities and better ballistics out of the 5-inch 58s. 54s, excuse me, 5-inch 54s rather than the 5-inch 38s. Okay, so I'm gonna regret not taking defensive fire, possibly. But I've got a lot of different things to gunfight, including Thurbach. So we'll see how this goes. So, Kyle, there's a lot of different ways they could have built this ship. I mean, let's be honest. The nice thing about, Fletchers are good boats, but they're so well rounded that if you can take a Fletcher hull of the base design and go, all right, what do I want to tweak? What do I want to do? How do I want to fix this? What do I want to change to make this better, worse, whatever? And the short answer is what they chose, in my mind, doesn't make this ship unique enough. Personal opinion. Is it bad? Again, no, it's not bad. It's just not. I think everybody wanted more, and it's like, it's okay. What are they charging for this thing? What does it cost? Because it's doubloons, isn't it? Is it just straight up doubloons? Like, if I just wanted to go buy one, what would it cost me? 40,000 doubloons. What is that, like $140? $104. Like, no, this ship is not worth that. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, so they've got a Fletcher and a Kleb on the 9 line. And they know I'm in mid now because I turned my AA on. So we're going to be a little circumspect about how we approach the B cap here. So, Kyle, I talked a little bit about that earlier in the game. To me, this is one of the first ships that the burst fire mode doesn't feel like a giant effing nerf. Nope, try again, turd bucket. You think so, Andrew? I mean, I'm not sure I necessarily disagree, but I am curious to your thoughts there. All right, his goofy fighters are going to be leaving soon. And yet somehow his fighters destroyed all the German fighters. Go figure. Okay, he's leaving. It's fine. I got plenty of gap in here. He's not the problem, Tavarish. All right, so he left. Let's get in here. I'm going to put the HE on because I have a sneaking suspicion if he shows up again, I'm not going to get the SAP angle I want. Yep. Oh, man, the stupid Essex is back again? Give me a break with this guy. I am so done with this clown. Yeah, see, this is the problem with playing a Johnston. You're spotted, 8 things all shoot at you. And so now I have to... Yeah, I'm dead already. See, I'm dead. Because the one game that I didn't take... So, guys, this game is the poster child now for why you take defensive fire. Okay? This is the poster child for why you take defensive fire on a destroyer when you have the opportunity. Yeah, exactly. People who complain to me, why do you take defensive fire? This is why. This is why you take defensive fire right here. Games like this. I could have made that Essex cry already, twice. But instead, here I am with I'm basically dead already. I mean, I could, but then I'm just sitting in smoke telling them where I am for the radar and the torpedoes that are inevitable. So it's like, why bother? Now, the good news is that their team is melting faster than our team, and the Essex has bigger problems than me right now. But I can't win a gunfight anymore. So the one trick I have left to try is lay a really long smoke across the bottom of this cap.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Try to cap. And see if I can pull it off by baiting the torpedoes into somewhere that they're not. Into somewhere that I'm not. Okay, so the Johnston, Thurbach is in C. But we can't spot him. Our Groningen is suiciding. Why are you trying? This guy has no torpedoes. I don't understand what this guy's doing. He's throwing his ship away. No, he overshot me every time. Okay, so now I have the opportunity to possibly stop him from capping. Hang on, I got a Monty on my butt. Oh, I only had one rack available? Come on. Okay. Well, I'm going to have the other rack available for Thurbach here in a moment. Yeah, our Groningen basically threw his ship away. This is a game that we were winning easily, and now my team is like, I feel like dying. I think we should die. Let's die. Now, he also has RPF. I don't care. I'm going to die anyway, fellas. We might as well make it interesting. It's fine. But it shows you exactly why I take defensive fire on a game, right? It's exactly why I take defensive fire. No. We're going back to defensive fire after that trash. Get out of this. That engine boost is a mistake for exactly that reason. Engine boost is a mistake for exactly that reason. Now, I'm going to miss having the little AA buff that I got over here, but let's keep trying this thing. Because he wasn't at the time. He left and then came back. You also have to remember that I'm used to playing these ships with defensive fire. So that's my mistake for forgetting I don't have it. I'm used to having my go CV be gone button. It's hilarious how good Yorktown and Essex are, given how crappy Independence is. That was 5.5 years ago, Wooly. Yeah, guys, don't spend money on this ship. She's fun, but she's not worth money. If the ship was available via some kind of dockyard event or tokens or something, that would be fun. That'd be fun. But don't spend money on this thing. Happy Treason Day, Moose. AA was reworked 5 years ago, Andrew. For the first 6 months of the rework, AA was trash, and they fixed it in June of 2019.
Let's rock.
They have not announced any changes to anti-aircraft fire since then that I know of. They've over the years, they have announced internal tests of all kinds of silly things, none of which have ever amounted to anything. Johnston, Mogador, Z23, I outspot everything but the Johnston. The Zed will have his smoke hydro trick and 2 submarines. Okay. Let's leave it on HE burst fire for now. No, I disagree, Lai. I disagree, because if there aren't carriers around, I can't murder planes, and murdering planes is so much fun. Murdering planes is one of the few like joys that I have in boats.
Welcome to Jurassic.
Random numbers. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, murdering planes is one of the few real joys I have in this game. So I really hope they never delete carriers. I have been making carrier players cry and complain since the game launched, and I want to continue to do so. It's been fun. Oh, okay, so they announced that while I was on vacation. I must have missed it. What did they announce, Andrew? But again, closed test. That's internal testing, right? So you don't have any idea what they're actually going to do. Nagato survey says. Okay. Yeah, Andrew, somebody, do I have a mod around to give Andrew permission? If not, I'll have to do it in a minute. Hold that thought, Andrew. GG, Thurbach. My team was determined to die. You guys probably won that game, I'm guessing. Hang on, I got it. There we go. You're good, Andrew. Okay, now since I know I have the angle, I'm going to take the burst fire. Especially since the Brindisi is going to help me out. And we're going to hold fire now. Yeah, he fired in the wrong place. They're digging in the wrong place. Our British tar is a soaring soul. Okay, I have no idea what this Nagato's doing. I'm going to hold here for a minute. Skoors is busy cowardly hiding behind islands. Nagato has finally realized he's going to have to go around the island. Oh, that's okay. So I got to go read that. It's fine, Zandon. No worries. I think that's... I vaguely remember that. That was the one where they were going to change... That's not so much an AA change as it is a change to how plane maneuvering works, right? So it's like planes weren't going to spot you while they were traveling, only while they were attacking and some silly garbage like this, right? Something like that. Awesome. All right, Nagato hid behind the island, so I got no torpits. I'm way too far along on torpedo reload for that to be a thing. Was an A change? I gotta go read it again. Right, so here's what I always tell people, right? What I've said for years, right? There's nothing wrong with how AA works in this game right now. It's a math equation. It works exactly the way it's supposed to. Some ships have good AA, some ships have bad AA. Like, that has all been said, and that's all been fixed for a long, long time. Okay. What needs work? Well, the spotting mechanics, right? We've talked for years about the spotting mechanics. I've never said that works awesomely, right? So and I won't say it's an easy win. I would say to me, it's still very possible for them to do something intelligent about spotting mechanics that they've never done. This lion is just like, no fear, let's go. All right, he needs to not be there anymore. I'm going to turn around and try to save this guy from himself, but I think the Marco Polo is going to murder him. Ghost Dragon, thank you kindly. The only ships that have that problem, Lakai, are battleships and the occasional cruiser. If you're a light cruiser, that pretty much is not... very, very few light cruisers have this problem. Very, very few... basically, there are a few battleships that have this problem. I mean, sorry, a few destroyers that have this problem, but not many. Okay, our lion has chosen death. So I'm really not happy with him right now. Well, team's just busy throwing ships away. Hold on a minute. You are dumb. All right, Brindisi, it's time to get the hell out of here, buddy. I mean, at the same, I mean, I kind of feel like Andrew's answer is the right one. I mean, is Weavy 44 fun? Yeah, I like her. She's a fun boat. Is she worth the money? Well, I mean, that's really a question of you. I don't know your economics, right? Everybody's a little different. All right, now there's no reason that this Brindisi should not be able to murder the Skurs. This should absolutely be a thing that occurs. Ghost Dragon, I do not know. Well, my team is busy trying to lose this game. Let's see if I can contribute. The light cruiser trying to cap against the heavy cruiser I find to be particularly entertaining. Hold on.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
This Brindisi is in real trouble. Yeah, because my SAP should murder this guy. I just got to get him led to the right place. Between me and the sorry, the Skurs. Between me and the Brindisi, this Skurs should not survive his experience.
Another day, another disannulment.
Now I think the Destroyer is in there too. And we need to go murder him. Yep.
Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks. Much better.
Ah, crap.
Now this is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, they killed the Brindisi? Come on, how did you kill the Brindisi? Give me a break.
Oh, lucky shot.
Here's the good news. I'm a Johnston, and you're gonna die. Yep. So that's the kind of engagement that Johnston is actually really good at. All right. We actually have a ship lead when I wasn't looking, which surprises the bejesus out of me, but okay. We'll figure this out. Don't know where the Marco Polo went. Don't know where the Nagato went. Let's just work this southern flank for a bit and do some spotting for the team. Yeah, I agree, Andrew. I turned it off when I was murdering the Skurs, but I was expecting the Zed to move up and try to torpedo my smoke. So I knew I had limited time in there. And then once the Skurs basically got to where he was mostly dead, it was like, okay, cool, time to go. And sure enough, that was when the Zed showed up. I was fortunate he didn't have his Hydro available. If he has his Hydro available in that spot, I'm a dead man.
Welcome.
Okay, Nagato's back in C. No idea where the Marco is. It is Seabang, but with the Skurs, I was specifically trying to make sure that I had shots available to make sure I could get the resets. I didn't want him to get to cap, so that's a choice. It's operator choice there. I don't think there's a wrong answer. Well, our Atako has chosen death. I don't know why, and our Nagato has chosen to be AFK. My A turned off. All right, I think they might actually kill. There we go. They did actually kill the submarine. All right, so now we have a 2-ship lead. We have a 300-point lead in climbing. We just need to not do dumb things and get dead. As long as we stay alive, we're going to be okay. Yeah, Andrew, the burst fire mode on Johnston works like the burst fire mode on the Spanish cruisers. So there, it's right now with my current damage level, it has a 7-second reload instead of a crazy one. It's not like a lot of the burst fire modes that you're used to using. It's actually playable and usable. And he's right, it is a small marginal increase to the overall DPM of the ship. I don't think I can hit them with these torpedoes. Well, hold on. He's turning north. I have an opportunity then. We're going to fire those. I have no idea if they're going to be worthwhile, but we're going to fire them anyway. All right. I should have time to cap before the Miyoko is able to spot me. I will say right now the gunboat build feels a little better than the torpedo build I was playing earlier. So there's probably, I mean, there's definitely a difference. All right, let's get out of here. Now, what I might try using this island as a little bit of cover. Burst mode right as I cut behind it to break line of sight and get resets on the Miyoko for free, maybe? It looks like he's going to sail out of the cap. Or is he stopping? He's trying to stop? I don't think he's going to succeed. No, he's not going to succeed. Yeah, so he failed at that. So what we're going to do then... I'm going to be a little cheeky here. So we use the burst fire mode to get 3 quick free salvos on the guy, along with some resets, right as I cut line of sight. That's something else. That's another trick you can do in this ship, right? Get your guns where you want them while you're sailing behind an island. Get your salvos off. They'll see you right as you start to fire, and then as you cut behind an island, the guns are still going, but you're invisible already. So they usually can't get a return shot off. It's nice. So not a bad boat. I mean, not a bad game. Atago's okay. I mean, he had a good game, and our sub had a good game, which is a little surprising. Take one of those. In the end, I think I'm done with Johnston for the day. I've made my case. I don't think it's worth the money. If they ever, if you get one in a crate or whatever, she's okay. She's not a bad boat. I would not spend crazy money to buy this ship. I really wouldn't. She just doesn't feel it. For what you're getting, you're basically getting a ship with more or less the same capabilities and same kind of play style as a regular Fletcher. Why spend money for that when you have one in the tech tree? It has a couple of things going for it, but nothing that I think is worth that kind of money. All right, let's play Murica. I don't care. Let's play Murica. Mr. October's put Boise in the queue. Let's do some of that. And then you guys, Murica boats are on special because, of course, it's Happy Treason Day. So let me find my Boise. There she is. And we'll just go push play and go play a Boise game for Mr. October. And have some fun. Gotta find me some more Murica boats. See if I can sit through a game in Independence. Oof. I mean, today is of all days. Today's the day to play Independence, but man, that boat is painful. That ship is not necessarily the most enjoyable thing to play. Is Dazzle working? I mean, I think so. Is Rhode Island worth it? Yes. Ooh, yes. Rhode Island is so good. Oh, Rhode Island is so good. I will go play Rhode Island. I will go play Rhode Island. Hell yeah. Rhode Island is so much fun. So the struggle, Andrew, your question about Dazzle is why for so long most people wouldn't recommend the skill. Nobody could tell if it was working, right? You still can't really tell, right? You just have to trust that Wargaming has the back-end math on Dazzle programmed correctly. There's no way to test it. I'm trying it. We'll see if it works. I'm going to continue to play the ship in that build for a little while. Maybe I can get a decent game out of that to showcase on the channel or something. Ooh, Calyx, I like where your head's at. I'm inclined to agree, Nine Owl, but my frustration is still, like I said, they had the opportunity to do something really, really cool, and it feels like they missed it. The ship could have been something truly unique, or something really, really aggressive. Like, I mean, when you think about Johnston, the legacy of Johnston and Taffy 3, you think about the aggression. Look, we're grossly outnumbered. We're getting our faces smashed. We're going to get our faces smashed in. We don't care. Let's go. And Johnston can play that way for about 12 and a half seconds, and then she's dead. So it feels unfortunate. I hate you, 4BF. I hate you so much. I hate you so much, I'm literally going to reject your request. I refuse to play a boat that bad on a day like this. Seabang, I agree with you. Rhode Island can get you into trouble if you're not careful. I think they're both really, really good battleships, and you have to just train yourself to not make dumb mistakes. I realize that's easier said than done. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like that's the right way to do it. Ooh, Merton, yes. Yes, I'll put San Diego in the queue. Hell yeah. I love me some San Diego. Hold on a minute. I need you. There we go. San Diego.
Welcome.
All right, we're going to back up this kid down here at A and hope it matters, especially since the battleship on this flank is AFK. Who was that? Jayhawker. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. You know, secondaries, you're not wrong. The Iowa class, the lines on those ships are gorgeous, aren't they? I mean, at the same time, you talk about... I was having this conversation with a friend of mine the other day, right? Regal, thank you for the follow. We were talking about this the other day, right? Like, the aircraft carriers rewrote the book on naval combat, right? They changed naval combat forever. But by God, battleships are just so much prettier. There's no contest there, is there? Oh, why do I have AP in the barrel? Fix that. All right, so we have no battleship. And I am going to get smashed around back here quite soon. Please don't have AP in the barrel. Oh, good. You had HE in the barrel. Thank you. It's my detection. Okay. So if I stop firing here, his little buddy, the destroyer, won't be able to smoke fire me forever. Okay, now he can spot me. I'm going to load some AP. Oh, hi, Fiji. How you doing? How interesting. How you doing? I mean, we can't win this cap, but I'm gonna make it interesting.
That hurt, sweetheart.
I'm missing a turret there, I think. Yeah, I'm not getting the 3 turret over. Oh, sure. Now he's turning in. Sure. Ooh, hold on. Looks like he's going to turn out. Oh, I love everything that's happening right now. Oh, I had HE in the barrel. Feels bad. Did Hyuga wake up? Hyuga woke up. I think we just burned him to death. I think. Okay. Oh, hi, Fletcher. How are you? I have AP in the barrel again. Stop it. Okay. All right, Yukon's coming. They have 5 ships in an A, and there's nothing we can do about that. So let's do some kiting, I suppose. New Orleans is still alive. Still alive. Still alive. Let's work on unaliving him, shall we? What up, my dude? Oh, you were supposed to keep turning. You didn't keep turning. It's very sad. Come on, I need to unalive this New Orleans. Let's go. Okay, he turned into the salvo. Let's hope that worked. Just about time for a heal, I think. Burn, baby, burn. Yeah, the fact that we still don't have a Houston actually legit irritates me a little bit. Not gonna lie. All right, Yukon is through the gap. That means I can push south again for a bit. Scharnhorst is so far in the corner, he's just not impactful. We know it's I must be the Yang up here, because we know where the Fletcher is and the Benham's up north. So it must be the Yang in this gap over here with the Yukon. New Orleans is farting around down there on low HP. I think I'm going to have to turn around and get to kiting on the Scharnhorst when the time comes. Team's actually doing pretty well on health. As long as I don't get dev struck, I should be okay. Let me go ahead and get flipped here. Boise is not the fastest thing, nor does she handle very well. So that is usually the trick. You have to be smart about how you position this ship. I'm going to get spotted in a minute anyway. Let me get at least one salvo off while I'm turning. Okay, now we'll flip the guns. It's fine. I really don't care about your fire. In this ship, I can take fires for days because of the way my heal works. I'm fine, kids. You go right ahead and shoot me. Ooh, double. Feels good. Let's go. Let's see if I can get that bow fire. Come on, give me that bow fire. Give me that sweet bow fire. No, now he's going to fire the AP. Fine. Come on, bow fire. Let's go. Go, gadget bow fire. Oh, you're killing me now. Come on. The good news for me is this is a good target for me to be focused on because he's a tier 7. I'm not dealing with some tier 9 battleship with crazy armor scheme. Did they kill that Yukon? Looks like they did. Yeah, Yukon bought it. Turning back in. He's turning back in. Okay. I have just the thing for you, my son. They're called HE shells. Latest thing from Whitehall. There we go. See if I can get a wither on this guy. That'd make me feel good. I'd feel pretty good about my life choices at that point. Ah, silly Hyuga. Tricks are for kids. All right. Just about time for a heal, I think. Now, this is not a fight I'm excited to be in. The only reason this is an exciting fight for me is because I have the possibility to soak up a stupid amount of damage off of this guy because it's an Azuma. But, like, he's faster than me. His guns hit harder than me. There's a lot of things not to like about this particular engagement. It's going to work, I think, because I have help. Is he loading the AP? No, he's still got the HE in the barrel. You keep loading the HE, buddy. I got big, crazy heals for you. Lucky for me, he also can't seem to hit me. Come on. There we go. Let's go. I'm going to be in an Azuma and a gunfight in a Boise, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. There we go. I love everything that's happening right now. All right, I think it's time for a heal. Ah, I didn't realize how far north I had to run. Okay, now the Buffalo is a huge threat to me. The New Orleans is not really unless I catch him at the wrong time with AP in the barrel, although the Buffalo looks like he's quite low. I'm going to cut towards C and back up the Cossack. I think where I am, and given how slow as I am, that's probably the best use of my time. Yeah, I agree, Chaser. He didn't have to accept that engagement. Frankly, truth be told, he probably shouldn't have accepted that engagement. Because Azuma has like 18, 19 kilometers range, and I have like 12. Gaelrond, cheers to you, sir. I concur. Let's add all the Fletchers. Where are they all? Like, why not? Okay, Cossack's got C locked up now. I'm going to head to mid. Well, Chaser, superior rate of fire, He has to assume I have IFHE, so I'm getting full pin across his entire upper works. All his upper armor is... I'm getting full pins. My guns just shoot him up, right? I mean, I'm on a 9-second reload because I'm at low health, but like even then my base reload of 10 is plenty to chew him up. 10 or 10 and a half or whatever it is. 175 Galeron. 175 Fletchers. And then there was just the New Orleans, who's going to lose a gunfight to 2 destroyers. And there we go. Yeah, Azuma has no torpedoes. You got to get to Yoshino in that boat before you want to play it, before you have torpedoes. That style of boat. And Yoshino's a good ship. They're both good ships. The guns are silly good. Like the gun, he should have been firing the AP, I think. What I find about most Azuma players is that they tend to rely too heavily on the HE because they're used to Japanese HE being amazing, and it is. But Azuma, those are still 12-inch guns. Like when you're fighting a cruiser, load the AP. Like why not? I was also going out of my way to not show him a good enough angle that the AP would have done much, right? He played too far back too early when his team was pushing through the cap, and by the time he was up to where he was in the fight, it was just him and me, and that's probably rough. I mean, it probably would, Bed, just because you've got the option to smoke, radar, murder something, right? You have to evaluate, in my opinion, when I'm evaluating a ship, one of the ways you have to evaluate it is by how you intend to play the ship, right? For me, I play the overwhelming majority of my games solo, right? So that's the lens that I look at a ship through. However, I try to, when I make videos on stuff, especially when I'm teaching people like my little learn to play vids, I try to point out, however, if you constantly play with friends and you're in a div, this boat plays very differently, right? You might want to try this build or try this consumable because it radically changes how a ship plays when you've got friends around you supporting her. Well, Bruce, I'm glad you finally showed up. You were pretty slow to load in there. When the game started, I was like, oh, great, our Haryuga's not here. And then you were there. I was like, yay, you killed things. Okay, what have we got in the queue? Wisconsin, New Orleans. I might take New Orleans. Austin. Man, I am not a good Austin player. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the San Diego game, and then we're going to try carriers for a bit. I quite enjoy San Diego. I'm tempted to play San Diego in ranked.
You did. You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
Who was that? Mr. October with the resub. Goodness gracious, you guys. You're everywhere. It's crazy. I'm not going to. We're going to try. We're in San Diego in randoms. I want to see if I can get a carrier. San Diego loves aircraft carriers. I mean, she adores aircraft carriers. They're her best friend. She wants to snuggle up to the aircraft carrier and give it a big old hug. All right, this was for Merton. He wanted a San Diego game, so let's do this. No carriers. Won't, 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 won't. Bottom tier. Double won't, 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 won't. Feels terrible. So I'm going to have to focus on trying to murder destroyers. What do I got? SAP and AP? Yeah, I'm going to have to focus on trying to murder destroyers and hide behind islands and do other shenanigans. I do have... These are Fletcher Torps? No, these are Atlanta Torps. Okay. What was I playing? Oh, I played Anchorage the other day and forgot I had amazing torpedoes. That's what it was. San Diego loves carriers. Carriers, however, do not love San Diego. That is not a reciprocal love fest. Let's put it that way. Fine. I don't need that. Okay, there we go. That cleans things up a little bit. I do have a salmon. I might get to murder him. That'd be fun. All right, so we have a Rhode Island. He has 9-kilometer radar. We have a Moskva. He has 12-kilometer radar. And that's it. Mr. October with the bits. Happy Treason Day to you too, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. You guys are being super awesome. Super generous today. Thank you very much. Ordinarily, I would not be drinking bourbon before lunch, but by God, after yesterday, I earned it. Somebody was asking, I think it was Andrew, was asking what happened yesterday. Why didn't I stream last night? I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you the story. I'm a marine engineer. I work in offshore oil and gas. And I do design of offshore production and drilling facilities. Most of my experience is in drilling facilities. But the current facility that I'm working on is a production facility. Great. I've recently moved on to this project. I am what we refer to as a package engineer, which means that I am in charge of certain pieces of equipment. We go out to a vendor, we buy a packaged piece of equipment, and it's my job to work with the vendor under the terms of the contract, the purchase order we've signed with them, to make sure that they're delivering their documentation to us, that everything is going smoothly, that, we're not, whatever. That my job is to manage that vendor as a little project. For this particular project, one of the things we have to do is what's called a design review meeting. We're having to review the design of this skid with the vendor. Hold on a minute.
You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
And yesterday was the design review meeting for one of my packages. Now, so the vendor was here. The vendor flew in from out of the country. This guy's going to get hammered. Oh, yeah! Who was that? Carl and Blake. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Okay. And Lemming. I miss Lemming. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. So we're doing this design review meeting. We're looking at the design of the skid, this, that, and everything. Are they meeting our specs? Have they done, are they doing what they need to be doing? Blah, 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 blah. It's booked as an all-day meeting. Now, Diamond, thank you for the follow. What should be happening in this particular instance is all we need to do is, I'm looking at different things on the skid. I've got different disciplines. I've got my electrical guys lined up. I've got piping, electrical, automation, instrumentation, tech safety, all the various disciplines lined up to come into this meeting for a little while and talk to the vendor and get their questions answered. Great, no problem. Meeting is booked for all day, 8 to 5. It shouldn't take this long. I write an agenda that basically says, by about 3 o'clock, we should be done. However, I'm going to leave this open time from 3 to 5 so that in case we decide we need to be doing something with this time, we can do it. Morning session runs exactly on schedule. No issues, no concerns, super easy. Afternoon session comes around, and we run more or less exactly on schedule. I take the last break precisely when I think it needs to happen. And at that point, then it's now 3 o'clock, and we're basically done, more or less done. And I'm like, awesome, let's get this, we're done. We're going to do a review of everything. We'll get a quick review of the meeting minutes, look over the notes, and make sure that life is good. Okay, well, this is a bad place for me to be now that I'm lit. The Massachusetts is about to delete me, which is going to feel very, very bad. I'm not looking because I don't want to see these shells coming in. Well, I managed to live. Go me, I suppose. Oh, I see. The Jaeger's up here and no one will spot him. That's fun. Well, this is what we get for having submarines who don't know how to spot and destroyers who don't know how to play. Super fun.
This really pisses me off.
Okay, so the U-190 has no idea how to play. And it's gonna get us killed, and I'm dead. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Yeah. So we get done at 3 o'clock. Basically, we're ready to be done. And then at the last second, by being on the surface, you're a destroyer who can get away. Stop playing submerged in suicide position and play it like a destroyer and spot for the team, you moron. Okay, so 3 o'clock rolls around and I'm like, great, here we go. It's time to review everything. We'll be out of here for 3:30. Nope. One of the clients comes in, and we had 2 different clients. One of them had left for part of the afternoon. He came back, and one of them had to leave early, and his replacement guy showed up. We spent the next hour and a half rehashing a bunch of stuff that we had already answered because those guys just weren't in the meeting. So it was like we had to redo part of the meeting. And by the end, I was like, can we please be done? Oh, excellent. Another good matchmaking, as I am the only tier 8 in the game. Love it. I can see that matchmaking has decided that I shouldn't be allowed to have any fun today. So by the time I got home last night, I was supposed to stream. There were two reasons. Well, the main reason that I booked a stream last night was Wargaming was supposed to raid me. I had already talked to Bogsy earlier in the day, and he apologized because due to some miscommunication on their end, it wasn't going to happen. So now the reason for me streaming was gone, and it was like, because I wouldn't ordinarily stream on a Wednesday night. The reason for me doing it was gone, and I'd had a long day, and I was in a bad mood. And I was like, you know what? This is not going to be good for anybody. I'm just not going to do it. So I just didn't stream. It was better for everybody that way. You guys would not have enjoyed being around me last night. Let's put it that way. I was pretty cranky. I was fairly cranky at having my time... Wasted is not the word. I get frustrated at a professional level when other people don't respect my time, because I go out of my way to do that, right? Exactly, bourbon makes everything better. When I sit down to make a plan a meeting schedule out for an all-day meeting, who is that? Hetman, thank you very much. I try to go through the agenda to basically say, look, I need these people for this window, an hour and a half, right? I don't want you there all day. It's a waste of your time to sit in this meeting all day. I'm going to bring you in for the section I need you for, and then throw you out so you can go do real things, because this meeting is not your real job. I try to do that. I get very, very, very irritated at people who don't afford me the same courtesy. The example from yesterday is not a perfect one in that regard, but it felt that way to me, and so I was very irritated. Yeah, Zath, I got a couple of messages. People were like, "Are you okay? Everything's fine." And I was like, tonight is not a good night for this. I don't want to stream tonight. It's not going to happen. Let's just not. So that's why I didn't do it, and I think I still believe it was the right choice. You know what? Let's see if the Hayate can spot whoever's up here. Aha, it is a Holland. Well, hello, sir. Why, yes, Mr. Holland. I do hope that you will turn in front of me like so. Well, he didn't make it.
Damn. Desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Yeah, exactly, Zath. Exactly. That was my thing. I was just like, nope, this is not going to be a thing. I don't want to deal with this. This is not going to be healthy for anybody. I'm just not. I decline, right? I decline to deal with this tonight. And it wasn't... there was a part of me on the way home that was like, you know, logging in and playing might be kind of fun, might be good for you. And then the longer we drove home, and I got home, and I was just like, it was like 5:15 when I walked in the door, and I'm supposed to be online in an hour streaming, and I was like, I'm not going to be mentally ready for this. Like, my head is not going to be in the right space for this. Let's just not do it. So, in the end, in my mind, it was the right decision. I was a little disappointed. I was kind of looking forward to it. If we had been done at 3 o'clock, like I had intended, or like I had anticipated, I would have streamed last night. I would have walked out of the office at 3 o'clock and been like, let's go, right? We're good. Life is good. Everything's wonderful. What is this guy doing? Sir, that's an Amalfi. Sir. What is this guy doing? I am hyper confused here.
You did it.
Like,
You crazy son of
you're not a
bitch,
battleship,
you did.
mate. But you're trying to play like one. What are you doing? Like, you're dead already. I am so confused as to what's happening right now. But okay, sure. Hey, Monty. How we doing? All right, we got a shout out for Zath. Carl with the sub. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, Eagle, that was kind of my thought process. Was like, sometimes I can look at myself in the mirror and go, okay, tonight is not I should not be doing this tonight. You're not in the right headspace. You're going to be in a bad mood or whatever. Don't do it tonight. Take some time off, do a makeup or whatever. And I knew I was going to be doing this morning, and I'm doing much better today, right? I'm very happy. Like, today's great. I'm having a great time. What is this Schlieffen doing? Oh, mein Gott. Mein Gott, you are dumb. What is this Wooster going to do? He's going to get torpedoed by the Napoli. That's what he's going to do. He's going to get Napoli screwed right here. It's going to be amazing. Watch this. And bloomp. Yeah, I've mentioned before that over the years I have learned about myself that there are times that I shouldn't be online, and so yeah. Last night was one of those times.
That's how we do it.
Don't do it, Chaser. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a bad idea, Chaser. Don't do it. Wow, did we zero these? Oh my god, we zeroed them out. We zeroed them out in like 4 or 5 minutes. Oh my god. They're all drunk today. It's still early. So Chaser, we were talking about this earlier. Is Johnston a bad ship? No, she is not a bad ship. Is she worth 100 or whatever, 100 and whatever dollars they want for the ship? No, she isn't. She's not worth that. Don't spend your money on that. If you get her in a crate or, okay, 6 minutes. If you get her in a crate or there's a dockyard event or something, don't spend money on that ship. I had a thing earlier that I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip it and throw it on YouTube tomorrow. Basically talking through everything in my port. And basically I said, okay, look, start with Fletcher. Here's what Fletcher does really well. A little bit of everything, right? Now look at Kidd. Now look at Black. Now look at Halford. Okay, Now look at Johnston. The gap between Fletcher in the tech tree and Johnston for however many dollars that Wargaming wants is so small, it's not worth the money. It's not worth the money. And it's a shame. It had the potential to be something so awesome. And that's not how it came out, right? What I was saying earlier is what I think what people wanted, what players wanted was this. They wanted Kidd. They wanted a ship that they could be aggressive in. And just be in your face, balls to the wall, rah, Fletcher, right? Kidd can do that sometimes, right? Johnston cannot. Johnston cannot. And it's entirely because she doesn't have this heel. Now, the other thing they could have tried, and I would have been curious to see them do this, take Johnston, but give her French damage saturation. Take an American gunboat destroyer, but now give it the same goofy damage saturation mechanics that the French destroyers get. That would have been interesting. I would have liked to have seen them try that. At least test it. At least put it into testing that way, right? Well, you say, okay, so Grant, you're not wrong. The players always want, you couldn't do it with the heel. You could, no, so to me, Zath, it's an either or. Either try it with the heel or try it with the damage saturation. Both would be stupid. But my point is that players always want something OP. It's Wargaming's job to make sure that that doesn't happen. I get it. So, all right, kids, show of hands in chat. Who feels like Kidd at tier 8 is OP? Anybody? Does anybody feel like this ship is OP? Now, if you're a carrier player, you probably disagree with me on this one. I certainly don't feel like Kidd is OP, right? Is Kidd a good boat? Yeah, Kidd's a good boat. 7 with the resub. Aw, you're so sweet. Right? Yeah, Kidd is A tier, right? Kidd is solid. But, like, is she grossly broken? No, she's not broken. She's just a good boat. Okay. So, why is Kidd... we're talking. I'm kind of rehashing what we talked about earlier in the stream, but there's more people watching now, so I'll rehash it a little bit. Kid is fun and in unique amongst the American gunboats with that heel because she can get into brawls early, run away, heal, come back, and be like, I'm back, bitches. Did you miss me? Right? You know? And that's how you, like, playing a Fletcher that way is a lot of fun. It's a unique play style that no other American destroyer can really mimic. There aren't any other ones that have heals that I can think of off the top of my head. Maybe there is one, but I'm missing it.
You crazy.
Deacon with the resub. Look at you guys. Thank you. Look at you guys coming in. I personally feel like that's what players wanted out of Johnston. They wanted a boat that screams, I'm going to get in your face. I'm going to be a jackass. I'm going to gunfight you. I want to get in here and sink my teeth into your throat, rip them out, and spit out what I've got and take another bite, right? That's what players wanted out of Johnston because that's the spirit that Ernest Evans and his crew, like, that's the legacy of that ship in real life. That's what they wanted. Yes, Gail Rond. That was the point of that image. That was Ernest Evans. That was his crew and his ship. That's how they fought. That's what players wanted. That's not what we got. And so I think in the end, that's why Johnston feels disappointing. Is not because she's bad. She's not bad. She's a Fletcher. You've got a great starting point. You have to really work hard to make a bad Fletcher. Alfred, excuse me. So, is Johnston bad? No. Is she great? Also no. Is she worth $100? Absolutely not. Do not. Please don't. Oh, please don't. Right? So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on that boat. All right, we got some more Murica in the queue. I said I was going to do carriers for a bit. Calax has been patiently waiting for this Enterprise game, so let me go show you how bad a carrier player I am. And then we'll do some other fun things. I'm going to be on at least, it's not quite 1 o'clock, so at least another hour and a half. I'll probably log out sometime between 2:15 and 2:30. We've got a movie to go to at 3:30, and I'm not going to miss that, and by then I'm probably going to want lunch, so. Seven and Deacon in the house. What have you guys been up to? I didn't think you guys still played this game. In fact, I actually kind of was worried about Deacon. I was thinking we needed to call it a wellness check-in on Deacon. He hadn't been around in so long. I knew Seven I at least knew was alive. At one point, I pinged Seven, and I was like, hey, how you guys doing? And he sends me back this picture of a beautiful, sandy, beachy coastline. And I'm like, you look like you're in Panama City, you son of a... And he goes, why, yes, I am. And I was like, you... Proof of life stream happened. Yes, exactly. I can admit, I've never actually been to Panama City. I've done Gulf Shores. I've got a cousin who goes to Panama City and Destin like every year. Loves it down there. But I've never been. I've been to Pensacola and Pensacola Beach quite a bit in my life because my grandparents were there when I was a kid growing up. So when we go there in the summertime, day like today, 4th of July, what do? You go to the beach, you go to Pensacola Beach, and you watch the Blue Angels. Chaser, I'm going to guess class of ship. Remember, I queued up in a carrier, and you probably didn't, so that's likely what happened there. I got to check them out someday, Deacon. Admittedly, I'm not generally a big beach guy, but I tell you, what I do enjoy is just getting away from, the routine, the house, the job, all that stuff, and being able to just relax. Dear God, 6 battleships? Woof. Just being able to relax and not, hang out with friends. To me, going to, spending a weekend at like a beach house or something, to me would feel like going on a cruise. Same idea, right? You're just there to relax. You're going to sleep in. You're going to read. You're going to play board games. You're going to watch movies, right? I'm not a beach guy. I am as pasty white as they come, and I have 2 colors, white and red. I don't tan. That's not a thing. So to me, the idea of going and hanging out in the sun for all day is basically the next best thing to torture.
All aboard the Midtown Express to hell.
I am not going to do that. However, sitting in the shade on a porch overlooking the ocean while I read a book, all in for that. Let's go. Merton, I love the mountains too. Back in COVID land, I guess it was probably spring of 21, some friends of ours that live in Raleigh, we rented a cabin out in Boone, and we drove out there and met them and spent a week in Boone in, March, right? So the weather was quite pleasant. We had some nice days. We did a little bit of hiking and wandered around. We had some days we stayed in and did nothing, right? Nice, Sanda. Eagle Eye, I'm very, very honestly, pretty much any vacation is an S-tier vacation for me. Okay, the Shimanto I want no part of. That is an AA cruiser, kids. We want no part of that guy. Go away. Let's have a look over mid. What's going on in mid? I got a Veneto. I got a Florida. There's the Friedrich. Well, I'm going to regret my life choices, but let's go in on this Atlanta. I can actually beat him up with the rockets if I can lead him correctly. Pull him out. Decent little hit. Some damage. Alright, let's go pick on the Florida. Does Florida have defensive fire? She does, doesn't she? Doesn't Florida have defensive fire? Actually, no. Let me help these guys to see. Yeah, I thought she did. Okay. It's been a long time since I've played Florida. Let's get you in a position about like that. Okay, the Mogador's in C. Okay, our Belfast is going to try and grab B. I'm going to leave him some aerial cover. I think that's a good idea. Let's leave him some fighters. That'll help him spot possibly a little bit. And keep the carrier off his back. Ooh, Friedrich's going to give me a good opportunity here. Let's do a pre-drop. Yes. Yeah, baby, let's go. He's going to try and turn out, which is what we want, about like that, I think.
I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna kick your ass.
3 and a flood. Love it. All right. Let's move up to maybe like here. Let's do... All right, what did we lose? The Michelangelo Amazeballs. All right, we got to cap C. All right, Belfast at least capped B for us, so we're ticking up positive points finally. But team's not really covering itself in glory so far. Yeah, I know, Zath. I'm crazy like that. All right, Friedrich is in too big of an AA bubble, I think. There we go. Veneto buys it. Let's do a pre-drop. Shimanto and the Riga are on top of each other. The Shimanto is absolutely going to destroy my planes. However, the Iowa just got his teeth kicked in by this Yugamo and is getting beat up by the Massachusetts. Let's go see if I can Citadel in. Wow, that was underwhelming. Okay. These guys are aggressively pushing into this corner. I think I don't want to be here after all. Let's move down to, like, here. Somebody's in the cap. My money's on the Shimanto. Oh, no, it's probably the Mogador again. Well, let's go spot him.
I'll still make the Hall of Fame.
Okay, Iowa burned down. We love everything about that. Moog is on the bottom of the cap. He's down here in this corner somewhere, it looks like. Yep, he just bailed. Yep. You should turn your AA on now, man. Like, you might as well. I'm gonna ding you up a little bit, because I got these rocket planes, and they've come all this way. Nope, you were too quick for me. Look at that. It's fine. Gonna have to lead him farther than I did a minute ago. No, I missed that one too. That's all right. Let's get some torps in. They killed the Shimanto, so life's gonna feel pretty good now. Let's go pick on this Iowa. Or the Riga. I should be able to pick on this Iowa with my heels. Let's give it a shot. Will it ever come back? I don't know. I'm of the opinion that Enterprise is perfectly fine now. There was a time that she was... Honestly, the ship was pretty broken. But that time is long since passed. I feel like they could bring her back. Will they? I doubt it. Wargaming has a very bad tendency to not re-examine bad decisions. And once they put a ship on the naughty list, it tends to stay there.
It's a nice day to die. For you, that is. Yeah, this should help. So much for anti-lock brakes.
All right. I got another engine in cap on the Riga. That ought to make him easier to bomb. We're not running away with this game, and we ought to be, which irritates me more than a little bit, but here, that's where we are. Let's go murder the Riga. Okay, there we go. We've got a ship lead now. I'm going to have to turn back south.
I could do this all day.
All right. If I lead this correctly, this ought to be a good hit. Oh, yeah, he's going to feel that. Yep. All right. Our Mogador is not smart. So, I mean, our Mogador is smart. Our Yugamo was not smart. Oh, no, he lived. I thought he died, but he didn't. Okay. See if I can finally lead you correctly this time. There we go. That's going to be a good hit, finally. No, he's going to drift out of it. For reasons.
So much for anti-lock brakes. All aboard the Midtown Express to hell.
All right, I'm going to have to mercilessly prosecute this Iowa. I have no options. He's too close to me. I have to just focus him out. He's too big a threat. I'm going to pre-drop this one because I don't have the heal available. And go after him with some bombs. Let's go, Enterprise. Let's put some speed on, buddy. There we go. Hit him, Minnesota. Yes.
So much for
Yeah, baby. That's what we needed. That feels pretty good. All right. I love everything that just happened. Let's go. All right. Let's take the OP rockets out again. And let's see if we can round up this Mogador. Happy 4th, TGO. How we doing? Aha, we found the Mogador. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go cap now. Ooh, you drifted into that one. All right, I got some hits. Let's go. No, stupid island screwed me up. That's fine. Let's go pick on this Andalusia for a spell. Game's about to be over, so Mogador's gonna bite it. Chaser, I gotta say, if you read anything about historical aircraft carrier combat, I mean, you know that they maneuvered quite a bit. There wasn't a lot of this, oh, let's sit around stationary on the map, right? No, Andalusia, you can't get away. I'm out of booster refresh, so. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Here it comes. Yeah, the problem with this maneuver, sir, is that you end up killing yourself. So, bye.
eat shit and die.
Oh, right, the Mogador's still... No, who's still alive? Their Lexington is still alive somewhere. Oh, well, let's go murder him with rockets. Oh, the game's gonna be over before I get rocket strike off. Very sad. Enterprise's rockets do horrible things to opposing carriers. I mean horrible things. It is funny. It is hilarious. You take these rockets and you catch a Shokaku on the broadside. Oh, it's like, 15,000? Yes, please. Like, it feels really good when you can do that. Enterprise is a good boat. Enterprise remains a very, very good boat. I had 3 kills. Nobody... Oh, I had some good team cleanup there. That was nice. Enterprise remains a very, very good ship. Thank you, Calax. Appreciate the request there. All right. Xanda just says favorite U.S. carrier. Like, oh, was the Lex like AFK? I wasn't even paying attention. Are you kidding me? He had 0? That's horrible. Don't do that to your team. This Mogador played a good game. Wow, don't do that to your team. Holy crap. That's just sad. That's just sad. Let's take this New Orleans request. New Orleans is a ship that I should play more than I actually do. I should play this boat more than I actually do. Defensive fire? No, I want hydro. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, he got the bad part of his name. Yeah, he got that part right. Yikes. Yikes. Yours was Carrier, Xanda. Yours was Carrier. Hey, Xanda, if you're around, we should probably do... Why don't we do a giveaway? Let me go look at some... Let me go look at some spreadsheets. You meant cruiser. Okay, that's fine. I'll take care of that. Let me look at a couple of things real fast. I think the 13.3... No, the 13.3, she's actually got a little bit left on it. But these expired? These haven't expired yet. Ooh. Okay. No, you're fine, Xanda. No rush. Take your time. Take your time. All right, I'm at a tier 7. It's a tier 9 game. Single carrier. Plenty of cruisers. My AP is excited to see this opposing lineup, let me tell you. I'm not excited to see the Baltimore. I'm not really excited to see the Yorktown without my defensive fire, but I'll have to do what I can. Okay, we'll see how this goes. You're fine. No rush, man. Appreciate all the help. Or actually, 4BF is around. 4B, are you on my team, Chaser? Yeah, you are. There you go. 4BF was here earlier. I should put him to work. I don't often stream when he's around, given his time zone. Night Owl, you almost made me spit out my bourbon. That is amazing. I'm going to call them that from now on then. I'm blatantly stealing that from you. Emotional support fighter. I love everything about that. Yeah, 4BF, there you are. I should get you to do a giveaway. You know how to do them now. I love it. My emotional support fighter. That's amazing. All right, I got a Tokachi. A Tokachi? Oh my god, I've never actually seen one of those. And a Munkin. So we got a lot of light cruisers up here in front of us. I'm going to take my fancy AP and get prepped, so as soon as they get spotted, we are able to do horrible, mean things. What's up, Mikey? Welcome in. All right, so one of the submarines is in mid. Hi, Munkin. Munkin. There's no way you're going to keep charging at that angle. You have to turn, right? Come on. There we go. I fired right as you turned. That could be a good salvo. Get down, shells! Oh, that was terrible. That could have been way better. It's all right. We're going to have it here in a sec. Now we got it. He ought to feel that. Oh, come on. I can't get citadels on this guy? What the hell's going on here? Okay, he dead. Now, the submarine is up there in front of him. I don't care to see the Cherbourg that close. Let me put the AP in. Yeah, our Ruprecht is just getting hammered by God and everybody. Yeah, we are grossly outnumbered on this north flank. They need to push A pretty hard. Let's hope they do it. Nope. Our Ruprecht was too stupid for his own good and died valiantly for nothing. Well done, sir. Put the AP in the barrel. See if the Baltimore is going to keep giving me that shot. Looks like he's going to. And by the time my shells arrive, possibly not, but I'm going to try it anyway. I have an opportunity to Citadel him, but I think it's going to get missed. Yeah, those are going to miss. That's fine. Crap happens. It's time for us to be somewhere else, Chaser. We cannot defend this cap, not even a little bit. Yep, you're already moving south. That's good. We're going to need that.
I was born ready.
I'm going to use this island off my port side and get flipped here, but I'm going to end up having to run basically due south for a spell, so...
The boogeyman is real.
Get the guns flipped to starboard, and we're going to be doing a whole bunch of running. 4BF, if you look at the 13.3 sheet, which might actually be in the archive folder, find the 13.3 sheet. Go ahead and go dark, it's fine. There are a handful of things left on it. I think 2 of the Pinata camos and a bunch of CC codes. I was going to say they expire in about 10 days. I was going to say let's just get rid of them all. Find the spreadsheet. Let me know you found it first, and then tag me back, and we'll get something set up. Come on. Come on, shells. Come on, shells. Oh, mein Gott. Why will New Orleans AP not Citadel this clown? Thank you. Holy crap, that took too long.
Pussy.
Much better.
Oh my god.
Desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Alright, I have to go dark now. They don't have anything else to shoot at. Well, I've had a decent little game back here. But my team's total inability to get out of A is kind of hurting us right now, to put it lightly. You're all trapped in the A cap, fellas. That's not conducive to a victory. Happy 4th. I guess river? There's not an I there, but I'm going to say river. Close enough. 4BF, let's get rid of it all. So however many codes are left, just clean off that sheet. Those codes expire in 10 days. So set it up for whatever's left and hold on. And I'll ping you in a bit and we'll start giving stuff away. Hello, Tokachi. Let's load this AP. All right, now I can see where everybody is. I'm loving this. Lex is going to try to bomb him. No. Lex just felt like having his planes murdered. Okay. All right, come on. I need these shells to come up Yahtzee. I need to Citadel this Tokachi off the board. Let's go. Let's go. Yes! Quad sit. Let's go. Oh, that's going to hurt. No, Cherbourg. I did not give you permission to hurt me. I did not give you permission.
Slaps you back to Bangkok.
I gotta stop now. A 1v1 versus the Cherbourg is one thing. A 2v1 with the Balti and the Cherbourg is a fight I'm not interested in. Colorado's finally here. Okay. Baltimore's he's in pain now. That's good. Okay, I'm still alive. Baltimore's blind firing now. He has no idea where I am. He's just guessing. Okay. Why will our submarines not cap? I'm about to get nuked by this battleship. Okay, no, I managed to turn out of it. Woof. Alright, is the Missouri in range? He is not. Both of their cruisers behind me are continuing to... They're pulling back. I'm going to make the mistake of turning around, flipping my guns, and picking a fight with this Missouri. The Cherbourg has to pull back to lick his wounds. The Sun Yat-sen doesn't have this problem. Oh my god. Why are our submarines so worthless? Why will they not cap anything? Okay, Missouri's in range now. Missouri just got slapped. Hold on a minute. Those are going to be two overpens there, too far forward. Well, actually, that was a better salvo than I thought. Come on, AP shells. You got this. You got this, boys. 7K, 6K, let's go. Okay, he's going to burn out, I think. Yes. All right, Missouri buys it. And I don't take any punishment. Our Otago might be able to win that gunfight. I'm going to have to go Cap B, I think. Yep. I'm going to have to go Cap B. Let's go. You did okay, Chaser. Our team on that flank didn't do us a whole lot of favors. The team at A, they were all at A. It took them way too long to get off the mark. All right, Baltimore bought it. Otago's still technically in the game, but the Cherbourg's going to punch him out. I'm going to move up and try and cap B. Since our U-190 is so incompetent, he doesn't understand how. This submarine division is just terrible. Like, all you have to do is spot and cap. You are an effing destroyer. Play like one. How am I spotted? That's not the Akazuki. The salmon? It has to be the salmon. Is he down here? Is he down here hunting the carrier or something? Oh god, I have AP in the barrel. He's not pinging wherever he is.
Where's a hammer when you need one?
Alright, the Scores is finally going to cap, thank god. Come on, don't die. Okay, you didn't die. Okay, there he is. Please. And because there's a battleship in his face, in my face, I can't go up there and murder him the way he deserves to die. Yeah, I'm aware of where he is. I can't do anything about it. This team, holy bejesus. Our submarines cost us this game. They could have capped B a lifetime ago, and they didn't do anything. All right. This guy just took a face full of torpedoes from somewhere. So his DCP is on cooldown, so we're going to try and light him on fire. We're going to lose this game because the team was so passive and no one would cap. The team was so pathetically passive and no one would cap. Those submarines could have capped B an hour ago and done us a huge solid.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Oh my goodness gracious. I didn't even know you guys were streaming today. How's it going, fellas? Yep, that's the game. Well, so this is one of those games where it's like, I had a good game, and the team did not, because the submarine players on my team don't understand how to play submarine. Games like that are exhausting. Wow, okay. Yeah, you missed a fantastic subdivision. Not so much. Somewhere there is a button that I can mute notifications. And I need to find that button. I used to have it out here. Hang on a minute. There it is. I found it. Guys, Raiders, welcome in. How's it going? How was the boat stream? Well, okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at where my subdivision finished. Oh, look! I'm shocked. It's like blaming teammates. I'm like, dude, all they had to do was cap a point, and they couldn't do it. Like, it's not that hard. So, Chaser, we had a couple of problems on that flank, right? It was you, me, the Fentask, and one battleship. Our battleship, I think, either died early or effed off and left us. And it's you and me versus 7 enemy ships or 6 enemy ships or whatever it is. It's like, what do you want from me? Like, the guy was like, you're in J8. I'm like, yeah, but I'm still alive because I knew that staying where I was death. So, anyway. Welcome in, Raiders. Happy Treason Day. Happy Treason Day. How's it going? How was the main boat stream? Did they do anything fun over there today? Adeldrell, thank you for that request, by the way. Thank you for that request. Okay. 4BF, you were going to do a giveaway. Yes, correct, I believe? You had it all, I think you had it all set up. I think we were just going to do everything. It's a test, some kind of test boat, Merton. Some kind of test boat. Let's do this. What have you got here? We've got, what have I got? I got 7. Yeah. Yeah, 4BF, just push go. Let's give that a 5-minute count. If you've got it set for anything less than 5 minutes, please change it. Let's run that giveaway for 5 minutes. Guys, welcome in case you have no idea who I am, which is possible. It's a big world. My name is SeaRaptor. I'm a North American community contributor. I have been for, oh man, Zath, I think it's 7 years now. I think it's 7 years. I think it's it's 6 years. June of 18. June of 18. Yeah, I know, Hugo. No one of consequence. That's what I always tell people. I'm not important. It's 6. It's 6. So 6 years now we've been doing this gig. I've got some giveaways running. I do giveaways now on my Discord. I have a separate giveaways channel. Everything is done in Discord. I don't do giveaways on Twitch anymore because I stream to both YouTube and Twitch, and it's not fair to do giveaways on one channel. So this way, anybody who watches on YouTube or Twitch can participate in the same giveaways, and my mods actually like it because the bot does everything. The bot even draws the winners for them, so it's a pretty easy gig. But I've got some older codes from I think 13.3 that we're trying to give away. It's some Golden Week camouflages and some regular CC Econ codes. I'm just trying to clean those out today, and I'll probably do one more giveaway before we get off the air. I got another hour to stream or so, and then we will pass for you guys off to someone else. Yes, exactly. The quest for more money. The quest for more money. It is, of course, July 4th here in the States, and I would ordinarily be working this time of day, right? It's 1:30 in the afternoon on a weekday, but I'm not. Booyah! Let's go. Let's go. So I'm just streaming boats. I've the last 5 or 6 years I've kind of made a habit out of this. Sometime during the day on the 4th of July, I get online and we just stream America boats for the day. I started doing that I think in 2018, and I've just been doing it ever since. And I'm usually done by like mid-afternoon because that way folks can go do barbecue, fireworks, whatever it is they've got to do, whatever they want to do. No big deal. Guys, welcome in. Thank you for all the follows. What were they? What was on the main boat stream today? What were they doing over there? Somebody should know. I was streaming here. I don't know. 4BF, I'm sending back your troll request. I'm not playing Oklahoma. You can just, that's a no. Okay, Xandis' favorite U.S. cruiser. So let's look at U.S. cruisers. Flaming, I started off the stream with Johnston. We had a long conversation about Johnston. The short version for me, yes, overpriced is reasonable. The short version for me is Johnston a good boat? Yes. Is she worth the doubloons? She's not. In my opinion, she's not. Almost everything that Johnston does, a regular Tech Tree Fletcher can do just as well, or if not better, depending on what it is you're after. If you end up with a Johnston, maybe she comes as a crate boat someday. She's perfectly good. Like, play the ship. She's fun. But she doesn't have the survivability that you're hoping for out of the ship. She still melts quickly the way a Fletcher would in the early game. So you can't be aggressive, right? Like so many, what I've been saying all day is I think what players wanted is a Fletcher they could be like aggressive in, and you can't do that in Johnston without getting killed. She is very historical. She's got that going for her. I'm glad she's in the game. I just feel like she could have been better. Yeah, Uber, I was looking at that earlier. What were they? It was Tennessee was in that blog, and some other things, I think. Famous and historical. Zath, you're channeling Little White Mouse now. Look at you. Look at you. Favorite American cruiser. You know, Xanda, I'm going to play a ship that is maybe not my favorite American cruiser, but I feel like I'm going to play it today because I feel like we need to play it. And because it is a fun boat. So we're going to play Puerto Rico. Is this my favorite American cruiser? Probably not, but it's the one I'm going to take. So, Sergeant, we were actually talking about that earlier, right? There's the two things that I discussed. I think that would have been good. One, you couldn't do both of these. Both of these would be too much. One would have been give the ship the same kind of damage saturation that the French destroyer line gets, right? So imagine a world where Johnston can get into gunfights and take a bunch of damage early but walk away because the ship oversaturates very quickly and becomes very difficult to damage the longer she's in a fight, okay? Yeah, I know, Zath. Why not both? Why not both is gross, okay? Or you straight up give the ship like a kid heal, right? Just give her a kid heal. Kid can be aggressive in ways that Johnston can't. And I think either one of those would have been a good option. I think they would have been worthy of testing at least. All right, I've got a bunch of cruisers to shoot at. I'm going to keep the AP in the barrel for now. Ahoy, Warco. I'm going to keep the AP in the barrel for now just to see who I can catch sleeping in a turn as I snuggle up to these islands over here. Never. The argument for tier 10 versus tier 9, in my opinion, is a pretty thin one, right? The gap between, well, okay, I was about to say the gap between Fletcher and gearing is not that large. That's a lie, straight up, these days. That's not correct anymore. Sorry, I had to fix something on Discord. Discord freaks out when a whole bunch of people join. So there, we had to fix it. The line between unique gearing, let's say, and Fletcher is pretty thin. Is actually fairly large. There we go. I'm gonna take the mute off the alerts now. Seems like the initial wave has passed. No, Johnston is tier 9. I love this camo. You know what I love most about this camo, Sergeant? When you look at the turrets, this is actually the Puerto Rican flag. The turrets from the top down actually look like the Puerto Rican flag. So the ship that, like, the camo is very America, but the turrets themselves look like the Puerto Rican flag. It's super fun. It's a very cool camo. All right, we're going to get up here and do a flip and retreat. I'm lit in mid. How interesting. Somebody's out in B? How curious. Oh, hey, what up, Alaska?
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Come on. Turn. Oh, yeah, I got them all over. Love it. Well, it wasn't an amazing hit, but it was a solid hit. I'll take it. Okay, I do not want to go out there. It's a whiskey. I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there.
To Jurassic Park.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. We don't want to go out there yet. We really don't want to go out there yet. We really, really don't want to go out there right now. Okay, we want to load the HE. Yeah, I knew he was going to take the salvo. Oh, he had HE in the barrel. Fine.
To Jurassic Park.
That's fine. Now we'll go out there.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
All right, I'm not a huge fan of this clown sitting in my cap circle.
Much better.
Hey, what up, clown?
After a few days of R&R, I'll be ready for more action. Coochie, coochie.
All right, we got AP in the barrel. Now we just got to find something to shoot with aforementioned AP. That ought to keep these clowns pushed back long enough for us to cap. That's going to feel pretty good. Be able to break line of sight here in a moment. There we go. How long on this Neptune smoke, kids? Oh, plenty of time. Excellent. Go get me some spots on something, would you, boys? Vermont unique upgrade coming. Is it? Okay, cool. Really, really want this AP. Want this AP salvo on something. Why can I not see AP things? Why is my Colbert dumb enough to get spotted? Stop being dumb. Okay, there's the Hayate. Oh my god. What's my fire and penalty smoke? 13? Oh my god, what a joke.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
There's the whiskey. I could probably beat that guy up. Hold on. Let me get this. Oh my god. Oh, torpedoes is bad. All right, I'm rolling into these torpedoes, which is terrible. I'm about to get smashed. This hurts. This is going to hurt a lot, boys. I'm taking at least 2 of these.
Damn. Desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Yep, that hurt a lot.
This is gonna fuck up my head.
Well, team is basically abandoned this flank, so I think I'll just go. Me and this Neptune are not going to hold this. That's not a thing. Oh, hi, Annapolis. How are you doing, buddy? I love it that you're showing me this shot. Thank you. You and the Minotaur clustered together like this? I love everything that's happening. This is going to be amazing. Keep getting me spots on those guys, would you? There we go. Nicely done, Gearing. Well done. Now, it cost me a whole bunch because I'm getting smashed back here. Because I'm on fire twice, and the Wisconsin shot at me, which always feels bad. I Can at least put the fires out. Let's load some HE. The gearing lit. He's not lit. Okay, this guy's about to be out of my range. Let's turn around. Heal's coming up soon. We're crushing this team. I'm going to move up and be pretty aggressive with my radar now. Now that it's just the Hayate and the Trump, I think that's a good call. Yep.
Let's see what they look like. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Yeah, the gearing has chosen a gunfight that he can't win. He really needs to not. Like, dude, what are you doing? You are not going to beat a 2-on-1. Come on, buddy. And you have to know that. You have to know that. Oh, you're just getting your face smashed in, man. Okay. Here's how we're going to play this. The good news is that we're crushing these guys on points.
Power on. Now it's time to kick.
Oh right, after they've taken off for the orbit you can't actually damage them anymore because Dutch. Okay. The Hayate's not in radar range yet, but he probably will be shortly. The Wisconsin has backed off so far. He's not worth it. I'm betting that they're going to get aggressive. I'm betting they're going to get aggressive and try to push this gearing, knowing how low HP he is. I'm going to use this smoke to my advantage. Yeah. Hi, boys. How we doing? I'm betting the Hayate's over here and didn't think I was going to be here. Well, let's get some damage. Nope, too late. We literally zeroed these guys out. Well, that was kind of a sad game. I've had a couple of decent games with Whiskey Chaser, but I was what baffled me about that game was the behavior of their Annapolis. The Minotaur playing back makes sense. The Annapolis playing that far back makes no sense to me. That guy was T-boned into an island. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing back there, man? All right, Puerto Rico. Still a fun boat. Not a great result, but still a fun boat. I got 3 ships in the queue. Austin, Wisconsin, and any Tier 8 carrier. American Tier 8 carrier, which I'll probably play Lex because I played Enterprise earlier. I will play Austin. I will caveat Austin by reminding everyone I'm not a very good Austin player. The idea of this ship for me is usually better than the execution. So I'm going to try it, but temper your expectations. I am not Flambass, right? He can do things with this ship that would just make me look like an amateur. I am not that guy. Xanda, no problem. Thanks for being here, my friend. Have a good one. Is there an American carrier on it? Is there a fancy camo for this ship? I don't mind the nation camos. I generally tend to not enjoy the super goofy camos. I want that. I don't care about. Actually, I do want the main battery range. That's fine. Ginger is my wife, Ninja. She is downstairs. She made this shirt for me, actually. I was showing off the shirt earlier. This is this shirt says 1773, and on the back it's bringing the party since 1773. It's a Boston Tea Party shirt, right? I'm gonna move into C and then swing out and kind of close support A over here, just to see how I can pull it off. The Shima's detection. Let me look at this. Yeah, the Shima's detection should give me the opportunity to be effective in that position.
I've been summoned.
You have? Yeah, see, there she is. I got raided by the warships guys. Oh. And so not everybody in chat, they're like, who's Ginger? I was like, that's my wife. Xanda was leaving, and he goes, well, tell Ginger that y'all have a great 4th. And I was like, yep, yeah. Yes, as chat points out, she is a Ginger. Yes, correct.
That's why my call sign is Ginger.
Exactly. You have my soul around here somewhere. Don't you keep it in a jar on the desk?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Jar on the desk. That's where she keeps my soul. Yep.
Welcome.
Do me a favor. Scratch the right one. Down a little bit. Up just a hair. A little more to the right. Down just a smidge. Oh, that's it. Oh. Thank you. I can't reach that one. Okay.
You're welcome.
We do not, Kismet. We actually, you know what? True story. We have never owned a pet. We can't agree on anything. We're not cat people, but we can't agree on dogs. We can't agree on what kind of dog, so we've never owned a pet.
He grew up with Schnauzers.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with German Shepherds and Chocolate Labs.
Yep.
Never the twain shall meet.
I grew up with like lap dogs, and she grew up with like horses, and so we have very different opinions on what makes for a good dog pet. So there you go.
I think a Greyhound rescue would be fantastic, especially since there has been a Greyhound racetrack here in town
For a very long time, actually.
For a very
Yeah.
long time. The trick is making sure they get enough exercise so that they are then couch potatoes afterwards. But yes. No pities. They're adorable. My cousin has one, but no. I will say my brother has an adorable Aussie Shepherd, or Corgi Shepherd, basically. I love him to death. But he sheds bad, which tends to be my biggest problem. Anyway, have fun blowing stuff up.
I'm gonna try to have fun blowing stuff up. Thank you.
What are you targeting? Hard him.
I mean, I'm trying. Oh, that's a battleship in there or something, isn't it?
To
Yeah,
Jurassic
that's
Park.
mildly irritating. It's fine. What is that just... Oh, or is that... No, that's the Plymouth. That's the Plymouth in there that I'm getting smashed around by. All right, is our Shima dead? Our Shima bought it because reasons. Ooh, they're going to leave me a smoke? Why, yes, please. I think I'll do that. Have I considered fish? No.
I used to have fish when I was a kid.
I am... So... You have to... You guys wouldn't know this, right? So... I'm a graduate of Texas A&M Galveston. My degree is in marine engineering, right? But the biggest degree program at A&M Galveston is the marine biology department, right? And the irritating thing about the marine biology department is there's a whole bunch of 18 to 20-year-old kids in this department that basically think they're going to go save dolphins, right? That's literally how that department works, and by God, it is irritating, to put it lightly. Oh, hi, Venetia. How we doing? So, yeah, fish and other marine-type pets and mammals, generally not my bag. I'm getting decent damage here, but again, without the detection, without the ability to detect anything, I'm just not able to be nearly as effective as I want to be.
Welcome
Yeah, you're good.
to Jurassic Park.
What?
He is so not a Marby guy.
No, I am very not a Marby. It's not a thing. Oh, the Venezia bought it. How sad.
His degree is in marine.
My degree is marine engineering, yes.
Marine engineering technology.
Okay. There's my Schlieffen. There's my Zed.
I'll still make the Hall of Fame.
Oh, hi, Plymouth. How are you?
Oh, good here. No, he builds oil rigs and used to build ships. Yes, fish are tasty.
Fish are friends and food. This is in Austin, yes.
Lucky shot.
Napoli smoke. That's handy. Why don't I heal?
Let's fix the same. You're on fire.
I'm about to get a little reprieve here.
This is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, you're on fire again.
Yes, I'm on fire again. That's how that works.
Welcome to Jurassic.
This team is very incompetent because they just don't understand how to control the board. Look at this! Well now, isn't that oh, double fire. Of course.
Of course.
So, the Balau, ladies and gentlemen, is right up here in the middle. Look at that. Now my hydro is down, which is very sad.
Yes, I agree. Even if the sea tiger was a Balau.
Welcome to Jurassic.
Yep.
Park.
Yeah, working on it. All right, let's see. All right. It feels like we have a ship lead. We don't. But there's only 3 ships on the entire right side of the map, and for some reason that's not good enough. I need my hydro to come back and my heal to come back. Where is this Balau, ladies and gentlemen? Where are you? Why do you hide? Come on. I'm gonna put my hydro on in a minute. We're gonna have some fun. Oh, you think he's south now? He kept going. How interesting. How interesting. Yeah, he's not here. Doesn't look like he's here. Is it 4501 submerged? Looks like he is. So, I could be driving into... Oh, good. I was like, I could be driving into something hilarious. But I'm not. They've completely left this cap open. Let's go have some fun with them. I thought he... Yeah, it is Moonraker Beretta. Well done. Most people don't know that song. Shirley Bassey did 3 Bond themes, right? GoldenEye... I mean, not GoldenEye. Goldfinger is the most popular, the most well-known. But it's not the only time they hired her to sing a Bond theme.
Slaps you back to Bangkok.
Napoli's turning around to come back, I think. No, he's not. He's just turning around. He's just screwing off. All right, Schlieffen bought it. Napoli bought it. Oh, good. That actually does me a huge solid. I think I can kill... I should be able to kill this Plymouth. I should be able to kill this Plymouth. Let's heal. Come on, let's go. Keep him lit, submarine. Just keep him lit. It's all I ask. Just keep him lit. I didn't get much out of that salvo. I think I'll go get him, though. It's fine. Yeah, Diamonds Are Forever, Goldfinger, and Moonraker. Those are the three. I would actually argue that Diamonds Are Forever is a better theme than Goldfinger. There's probably somebody who would crucify me for saying that, but I honestly feel that way sometimes. I think Diamonds Are Forever is an excellent Bond theme. The Daring has me spotted on the surface. How about that? Aha! And now, at last, we know the Daring is in B, ladies and gentlemen. Come, let us away. Let's go, let's go. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Oh, Duran Duran, yes. View to a Kill is an excellent theme. Not the best Bond film, excellent theme. All right, so they're down to this Daring that I basically have to just try and push away from the cap.
It's a nice day to die.
And the two battleships down south. The Cecilia is trying to cap. He might actually end up being able to. Which one, Zath? We had several cab rides in St. Pete. Oh, yeah, Adel, Mr. Pitt, and what's the other guy's name? Yes! Okay, I do remember that. Chris Cornell. You know my name. I love that theme. Easily the best of the Daniel Craigs. Best of the themes from the Daniel Craig films. Oh, hey, what up?
Damn. Desert road, no gas, and no
Okay, he's not going to show me a good shot. No point in keeping the SAP loaded.
Much better.
Dun, 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 dun. Wow, this team is determined to find a way to lose. Like, I'm seriously impressed with their ability to find a way to lose this game. Okay, my Hydra's offline. That feels kind of bad.
Time for some fisting.
The Thunderer has like 4 HP. Okay, they finally killed the Thunderer. Oh my god. World Is Not Enough is actually a good theme too. Really, really good theme. Love that one.
A crowbar would come in handy.
I'm going to take one of these, I think, maybe. That's fine. Okay, so he's over here. Dooch, dooch, doo.
I like it.
I'm basically just trying to push him off the cap. Oh, hey, what up?
Damn. Desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Much better.
Damn. Desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
All right. He buys it. I buy it. That's a trade. That's actually a good trade for us. Good trade. After he got the torp into me, there was probably no way I could beat him in a gunfight, which is sad because I'm an Austin. But Austin doesn't win many gunfights. Hilariously bad. Nice. He backed out of the submarine's torpedo range. Love it. GoldenEye's an excellent theme. Sound of James Bond. I don't think I have, Barrett. I'll have to check that out. When I was a kid, I had a CD that was like every Bond theme up to probably GoldenEye, I think. So I bought it in like 97, maybe. So it was before, like GoldenEye was out, but it was before whatever the next one was, right? One of my favorite discs, right? All the Bond themes, even some that I had never actually... in that era, I had never seen on Her Majesty's Secret Service. That's a really good theme. Live and Let Die, right? Classic one. Paul McCartney, great theme. So many good ones over the years, right? So many good ones. Katie with the follow. 213 stick. Guys, I apologize. I was not saying much about follows in that game because I was like focused down the barrels. That might be one of my better Austin games. Hilariously. Wouldn't have called that. I tied our submarine. That's interesting. Kremlin definitely had a good game. He's backstopped that flank nice and solid. I would not have put money on us winning that game in the early going. It looked pretty rough for a spell. All right, well, there we go. Austin for Andrew. Hope we enjoyed that one. All right. Pizza. GG, buddy. I was just complimenting you because, like, you basically backstopped that whole flank and murdered things that needed to murder. You killing the Napoli is basically the reason we were able to finally polish off that irritatingly good Plymouth player. Ugh, that whole flank. The one thing that I wished I was able to do, Pizza, you had that submarine. You knew he was past us. I was like, I thought he was still in the channel, but he had submerged and gone past us. And by the time I was committed, I was like, no, let me get up here and be an irritant in their backfield. I considered going back down the channel to help you hunt him. I'm kind of glad I didn't. I think it worked out in the end, but I was kind of sad. I had to leave you back there to deal with him on your own. Yeah, Merton, I'm with you. It's hard to go wrong with Shirley Bassey. Like, it really is hard to go wrong. She has so many good ones. All right, still playing Murica. I've got Whiskey, a tier 8 carrier. All right, I got time for probably one solid game. Yeah, I know. I didn't know there was no way. And my hydro was offline, Pizza. My hydro was the only reason I didn't take, like, the torpedoes that were meant to murder me. And then he went deep and just kept sailing south, and I thought he was still in the channel, and he wasn't. So, oh well. We won, so GG. You kicked ass that game. Let's see. Tier 8 American carrier. It's pretty much just Lexington. Oh, no, Lexington or Hornet or Enterprise. It will not be Saipan flaming. Hornet might not be bad. Hornet, no. No, Saipan is pain. Playing Saipan is like, I feel like slitting my own wrists today. I think I'll do that. I can't remember the last time I played Hornet. I legit can't. I think I'm gonna do Hornet. Yes, flaming. I knew you were there. I think I'm gonna do Hornet. This feels like an appropriate day for Hornet. Does she have battle flags? No, hang on a minute. I gotta fix this. She does not seem to have battle flags on for some reason. Why is it only letting me use one flag? That's odd. Okay. And then quick look at skills. Yeah, that's fine. That seems reasonable. That did that for the bombers mostly. Yeah, not a fighter build for my Hornet. Okay. She was once upon a time, nevermore. If you can guarantee you're going to get tier 8 matchmaking in a Saipan, she's really good. But the problem with Saipan is as soon as you get tier 10 matchmaking, okay, good luck. Sucks to be you. Because tier 10 is boring based. I don't like tier 10. Tier 10 is like it's slitting your own wrist and pouring lemon juice in on top of it and expecting to have fun. It's just not. Tier 10 is very rarely fun. It's just not. It's just like, it's pain. It's the average player at tier 10 is like, I am afraid to get shot. I don't want to get shot. I'm going to play in my spawn area. Ugh. No interest in that. No interest in that. 4BF, are you still here? Do me a favor, 4BF. Let's run one last giveaway for the day here before, as I go into this last game. Use the 13.3 sheet is done. Use the 13.4 sheet. I will say give away any 8 codes off this list you want. Just do one last giveaway here, as we've got a pretty good crowd. Folks are having a good time. Let's do one. And it's Murica Day, right? Let's give away some codes. I'll go play Hornet. I will attempt to play Hornet. So, Bumble, I finally was getting back to that last week. I got second quarter of last year done. I was supposed to get third quarter done and get it posted this week. I didn't, but I'm going to make that video this weekend and get it posted next week, and then keep going with one a week until we're all caught up. So I hear you. I'm way behind. I apologize for that. Some of it, oh goody, Chaser and I both getting screwed at this tier. Some of it is, and I mentioned it in the second quarter video, there was a huge gap in the available data that I spent several months trying to figure out if I could get Wargaming to help me get that data, and it didn't happen. It wasn't their fault. It didn't come together. So by the time I postponed that video, by the time I finally got to it, it was like, ugh. Let's take the bombs out. I'm going to hold off on the torps until I can find a good target.
Welcome to Jurassic.
Warvar, William Kidd, and Deshenna, thank you for the follows. Welcome in. Let's go do some spotting for the team. 2 AA cruisers means that my planes are going to be highly ineffective. However, the Mecklenburg versus my EP bombs ought to be pretty good. Etiv? I'm gonna call that. That's what that is. Etiv. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Welcome in. Thank you. It's probably meant to be 3T, but that's fine. I need to move my hull. Let's move the hull to here, so that I don't get, hopefully, don't get shot brutally by battleships. All right. There's the Fantask, sort of don't care. There's the Schlieffen, sort of do care. Don't want any part of that guy. Get me the hell out of here. That's way too much flak. I tell you what, though. These AP bombs should be pretty good against this Schlieffen. Let's go give it a shot. If I run into the Baltimore over here, I'm going to cry a little bit. No, it's a Fletcher, which is not quite as bad, but still not particularly amazing. Yeah, love all of that. Okay. Fancy bomb's not quite available. Let's pull out the torps. And, okay, Baltimore's on the right flank. Smolensk is over there with him. That means I want to probably try and focus my efforts on the left flank to stay away from the crazy AA cruisers. Yes, thank you, 4BF. Guys, if I'm doing a giveaway right now, but remember, I do giveaways on Discord because I now stream to multiple places. I don't just stream to Twitch. I do giveaways on both Discord and... I'm sorry, I do giveaways on Discord so that whether you watch the stream on Twitch or YouTube or Twitter or whatever, you can come participate in the giveaway. That is very much intentional. I'm going to go keep picking on the Schlieffen, I think.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Looks like we're about to reach our final destination.
Is that Fletcher gonna... Fletcher's gonna get up camped in smoke, I think. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's trying to turn in.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Let's see what we can do here. Get 3 more into the water. Come on, boys. Not gonna happen, is it? 1. Well, I put 2. That Fletcher took 2 torps over at A. Let's go harass him some more with the big fancy bombs. Rexon, Blanca, Sid, guys, thank you for the follows. Appreciate you. All right. Where's my kid? Oh, Chaser. What are you doing? The good news is their Fantask is terrible. Y'all need to kill this guy.
If I promised to kill you last, I
did.
lied.
You crazy son.
Man with the Golden Gun.
of a bitch.
That's again, not the best movie, but a fun theme. Can confirm. Dutchman with the sub. Thank you much. It's been a good day. Been having fun. All right. Wisconsin looks like he's going to try and challenge Fletcher for the A-cap, which I'm actually okay with. Oh, hi, Fletcher. How we doing, buddy? Ooh, that's going to leave a mark. All right, let's go pick on this Schlieffen some more. Actually, no, let me turn to the right flank now. Let's go pick on the Iwami. Hornets' main squadrons are generally not amazing, but they're not worthless. You kind of just are, a lot of times you're biding your time until you can pull up the big bombers. This Iwami looks like he's going to keep pushing. I may have to get... I got to keep an eye on my hull. I may have to turn my hull around and start leaving here in a sec. Right now, I'm going to use this island chain as cover. Iwami's turning out. I don't care for this at all. Nobody told you could turn out. All right, hold on. He's trying to turn around completely. We're going to stay out of his AA range. We're going to let him get flipped, and then we're going to bring in the torpedoes on him as he runs the other way. Yep, here we go. That limits his maneuverability options after he completes his turn. And then we'll bring the big fat bombers back on his head when the time comes. Ooh, he's going to eat all of those. That feels good. All right, and let's go with that.
This way.
Who was that? Alcaz, thank you for the follow. Or, sorry, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. I'm going to get 2 more to the Iwami. We're going to get the kill. We are going to get the kill. All right, let's go figure out who it is in this cap. I think it's the Smolensk. It might be the Hayate. It might be the Hayate. Got him! I should be playing Aquila to do that, right? That is the Hayate. Good job, Talin. Let's go hunt him down.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Delicious. Loved everything that just happened. All right, let's pull the torpedoes out and go find someone to harass. I'm gonna move up a little bit. Now that they're falling back, we've got a pretty solid lead. I'm gonna move up to here.
All aboard the Midtown Express to hell.
Let's do this and then to here, I think. Yeah, do that for me. Let's take the torps over to the Mecklenburg, I think is the right play. Merton, Golden Gun is not bad. Golden Gun has some hilariously bizarre, like, some of the stunt work is really good, but it's almost like they try to play the comedy up a little too much. The goofy, what's that goofy? I'm good, Alcazar. How are you? How was your stream? The goofy, what's the goofy Louisiana deep swamp sheriff guy, right? Like, his entire character is a little too much for me. Oh yeah, that Mecklenburg is a good looking target from here. Or the North Carolina? No, let's try Mecklenburg. Ooh, North Carolina just got hammered. All right, we're gonna try the Mecklenburg. Let's come back to port and get in here. You cut your speed. Well, that makes the follow-up salvo that much easier to hit, my friend. Are you sure about that? Like, that may not be the smartest play. Well, good luck. Bringing back the bombers now. Let's go. I missed him with the second follow-up. That's sad. Oh well, crap happens. So, Mikey, you know, I've read a lot of criticism of Moore's Bond films in general, and some of it has to do with, you know, they leaned a little too much into the camp, and I think that's fairly accurate. I think they did lean a little too much into it. So it's one of the things that I liked about Brosnan's Bond. To me, he felt like the right amount of vicious and snarky. Okay, hold on. I gotta get out of this because I'm gonna go. I really want to hit this guy with my bombs. Let's go. I want to hit this dude. Let's go, bombs. Let's go. Yes. No, you're still alive. No, I detonated him. I detonated him like 1,000 HP. How typical. Dude literally had like no HP. He's like, detonation. Okay. Zath, I would not necessarily agree, because Connery's one-off Bond film is not it's not like a whole lot of people saw it. Like, it was not really a thing. All right, I want to see what I can do to a repub with these things. Let's go find out. Yeah, a pitted detonation, something like that. Not a pitadel, a pittination. This team played pretty well. I have a decent amount of spotting damage, a couple of kills here. Feels all right. Really want to get these on the repub. I really feel like these bombs should just really punish this repub. But you know what I'm going to do? This Hayate has annoyed me for the last time. Come on. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, so now I have to slow down. Nope. All right, Pobeta time then. Let's go. These planes are just going to die. They're never going to get a drop off here. Well, I am going to get a drop off, just not very many. Literally one of them. One of them survived. A little pity damage at the end. You know, for BF, I think Dalton was a very good Bond. I think he got stuck with some really subpar scripts. I'm not a big fan of License to Kill. Living Daylights. Oh, yes. Living Daylights. The theme is very good. I liked Dalton in the role. I feel like if he had had better scripts, he would have had more to work with. Personal opinion. All right, what time is it? Man, I technically probably have time for one more game. How did I do on XP-wise? You're right in the middle. That felt like... What I liked about that game from my perspective is I felt like I contributed, but I wasn't, like, gross, right? I was able to get in some meaningful damage. I was able to pick up some, secure some kills, that kind of thing. I feel like I also had good target selection. One of the things that I find when I play aircraft carrier is that I very commonly don't choose good targets for the situation that the game is in. And one of the things I find that I have to constantly be working a lot on is target selection. Where should I be sending my planes at this given moment, right? I've actually never seen the original Casino Royale, no. Anyway, that particular game, I feel like I did a decent job sending my planes to the right place at the right time. So Nox, I would disagree. If you want, here, I'll type in chat where I think this goes. I would say this. There, that's my opinion. Well, thank you, Dark. I appreciate that. Zath and I were actually talking just this week about tournament schedules for the fall, looking at the calendar. don't know if they've announced the dates for the NA regional tournament. I know when it's going to be here on NA, and I don't want to spoil it because I don't know if they've announced those dates yet. But one of those weekends I am not available because I will be out of town. I have a prior engagement. The good news is that for the other rest of the time and for the internationals later in the fall, I will be available. So that'll be good. All right. All right. So we did that for Flaming. Night Owl said whiskey. I'll do it. I'll play. We'll close out the day with a game in Wisconsin, which is a ship that I enjoy, but I still feel like I am not quite solid in. This will be our last game of the day, and then we'll go find someone to pass the awesome viewers on to. Oh, Zath, that's not true. Thud, as far as I know, they're the same ship. Yeah, they should be the same boat. The AL ships, in my understanding, are literally just clones. They're just the same ship with a different skin. There might be one or two that have small modifications to them, but Hornet is not one of those, as far as I'm aware. I do have an AL Hornet because they give us everything, right? You know, Zath, it's funny. One of the things that I've realized over the last few months, well, last few years, really, being a content creator in general is a second job that doesn't pay very well. Right? Like, in general, it just doesn't pay all that well. You do it out of passion for what you're doing, right? The amount of people on this planet who can make a good living doing this is very, 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 very small. And based on the news that I listen to, you know, the stuff you see on Twitter or whatever, it seems like most of the people that do this for a living, like the big guys that make millions a year doing it, are almost universally just jackasses. It's bizarre. It seems to be very much a profession, whatever, that does not reward the good guys. Mr. Beast is probably like the one exception that I see, right? But in general, it feels like the overwhelming majority of people that do content creation full-time are just not good people. It's weird. I have no explanation for it, frankly. All right, there's me a Johnston to shoot at. Am I going to shoot at him? No. Am I going to shoot at the Mogami? Bet your ass I am. He's still maneuvering back there, though. We're going to try that. Okay, he declined his turn after I started. After I fired, he declined to turn, so that's not going to be a thing. 4 pens for 10K? Wow, okay, I wouldn't have called that. He certainly did not look like I was going to get a good salvo on him there. Let's try this. Looks like he's going to turn completely out. Let's fire about right there. Those look pretty good. Get down, Shells. Get down, Shells. Let's go. Okay, well, I hit him. A couple more pens. And... okay. All right. Keeping the timer running. Keeping the timer running. This Izumo is barely maneuvering. But he's showing me such a good shot, I have to take it. Oh, we got somebody over here. Okay, time to turn. Time to be somewhere else now. Let's use that famous Iowa speed and go be somewhere else. There we go. Love it. 7 full pens out of 9 shells. God, I love the accuracy on this boat. Come on. Quit turning. He's still holding that line? That's shocking to me. He's trying to turn in. We'll try that. I think I shorted those a little too far, but we'll see how they go. Is he flooding? He's flooding back there, I think. How's he flooding? I don't know. More full pins. We'll take that. All right, we filled up our fancy button. Mogami bought it. I am not spotted back here at the moment. Izumo is still trolling at low speed. So let's... And he takes another... Oh, I lose sight of him just as my guns reload. Very sad. Dutchman, it would have to have been June of 2019, probably. We were... this is crosshair static number 10, Xeno, out of the base game.
I'm not gonna fight you.
I don't use fans. I don't use any modded crosshairs. Okay, that's Velos on the edge of the map. Okay. Ooh, do I have a shot on the Tulsa? No. Izumo's gonna flood out. He's out. Okay. Well then. This Aquila is just harassing the bejesus out of this guy. Yeah, I feel like it would have to have been June of 19. That was the CC summit. All right, we have solid control of this half of the board. We need to push back the other way and start being more impactful in the middle and elsewhere. The five, let's see, Zath, who was it that went to the CC Summit? It was you, me, Majash, iChase, and Virtual Senpai, and then Fem came with us from the NA office. So it was the 5 or the 6 of us. That sounds correct. Y'all need to kill that Benson. Kill him. Kill him. He murdered our Johnston. This makes me feel very sad. That sounds really bad when I say it that way. He murdered our Johnston.
I'm a mushroom cloud laying motherfucker.
You know what? I'm going to load the HE, actually. Let's go push these guys. The Aquila's been doing a really good job of trying to keep these guys lit. And if the gearing is here, I feel like... You know what? No, I'm going to turn back. I'm going to cut this side of the island. But I feel like I've got a really good opportunity here to put some pain on these guys with my accuracy, which is really solid.
This thing sucks.
Keela keeps trying. I mean, God bless him. Yeah, I haven't talked to Fem in a while. I feel like I caught her on stream not horribly long ago, but it's definitely been a few months. Yikes. Hey, Holland. How you doing, buddy? Oh, no. Get him lit again. Son of a... Yes, 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 yes.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Two, one. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah! Wisconsin strikes again. The accuracy of these guns is just stupid. Oh, hi, Lexington. How we doing, buddy? How you feeling? How you feeling?
After a few days of R&R, I'll be ready for more action.
Coochie, coochie.
Well, I'm going to take a whole bunch of torpedoes from the Holland, but whatever. They're just Holland torpedoes. It's fine.
I'm gonna feel that one in the morning.
Velos reduced to Tzatziki. I love that. What a great line. I'm totally going to steal that. How are we losing this game? What in the hell is this team doing that we're losing this game? Mein Gott.
Much better.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
All right. Good news is one more salvo ought to get this guy off the board. Oh, goodness gracious. Come on. Just need... right there. That ought to get him. All right, let's get flipped. 6. He had 6 HP when my shells landed on him. All right, Mr. Schlieffen. Let's go. Thank you for showing me an angle. No! I can't spot him now. Ugh.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
I love defensive fire on this thing. It's so ridiculous. The fact that we can't spot this Schlieffen, there we go, is just infuriating. Oh my god, these guns are so ridiculous. No kill like overkill. Let's go. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing, ladies and gentlemen.
After a few days of our
All right, I need to catch this guy with just the right salvo. Oh, this stupid Holland is still around. Wish he'd just go away.
This is gonna fuck up my hair.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Could it be? Let's go. Let's roll the dice on the Kraken. Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it, ladies and gentlemen? Yes! There it was.
Fish-flavored popsicle.
I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Static with the raid. Thank you much. Good timing. Appreciate you. This is definitely a good game to end the stream on. Totally a great game to end the stream on. Gearing not really paying attention here. Now, I have the HE in the barrel because I was expecting to have shots on the Holland. I sort of don't. The good news is torpedo salvo is not going to do anything.
I was bored.
Oh, hey, what's up, Holland? How we doing?
Damn. Desert road.
It's fine.
No gas and no chicks.
Let's go. Let's go.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Nightmare with the raid. Thank you much. I agree. It's always best to end with a W. I mean, Cthulhu, in my opinion, no. That's really the best way to build the ship. It's just a good, solid battleship. Just build it for the way you would typically build like a survivability boat, and you'll be fine. Personal opinion. All right. I should have the Holland dead to rights here as I come around the island. Let's make sure. Right about there. Unless the Aquila gets him. Which, no, we got him. Mr. President, we got him.
Rest in pieces.
Got him! Now the question is, can I get the kill on the Odin? Or will the team take care of it before my guns reload? Especially since I was loading HE like a Doomcough. Let's load the AP. I think the Repub's gonna get him. Nope. Akila's going to get him. Fair enough. It's a win. It's a 6-kill Kraken for the end of the stream. I love it. I love everything that just happened. Oh, goodness. Whiskey is silly. And at the end of the day, what makes this ship silly isn't the funny button, it's the accuracy on the guns. Absolutely ridiculous. It's like having a battleship with Stalingrad accuracy. It feels that way sometimes. It's so silly. But fun. Fun to play, but just like mind-blowingly, head-scratchingly, what just happened? Yeah, a lot of that going on. Ooh. When your bottom tier submarine finishes in second place, you give him a comp. Well done. Good job. Submarine is challenging enough to deal with. Whiskey or Rhode Island? Ooh, flaming. That's actually a really tough call. That's actually a really tough call. I don't know that I have an answer for you. Man. Ask me next stream. Ask me next stream. We'll do some direct comparison. I think if you were going to make me play a ship in randoms, I would prefer Wisconsin. If you're going to make me play an American battleship in ranked, I would say Rhode Island. I think Rhode Island has more tools to be impactful in smaller formats because of the radar and the speed boost and everything. I think she's crazy. I think she's really, really crazy. Look at that. Zeven Zath agrees. How uncommon is that? Zath and I don't agree on a lot of things when it comes to ships, but we agree on this apparently. So there you go. Yeah, less carriers in ranked. Yeah. So in ranked, you're going to get less value out of this consumable than you will in randoms. Whereas in randoms, you're going to tend to get a lot more value out of this, right? Well, Zath, I always think back to our Iowa versus Umo argument, right? We both think the other one is an idiot when it comes to tier 9 Japanese. It comes to tier 9 battleships. Yeah, whereas I look at a ship like Rhode Island, like in ranked, this thing is a bully. An absolute bully. Which slot? Which slot, Cthulhu? You're talking about Wisconsin? I mean, why would I care? Why would I care about this? I don't need range on a Wisconsin. What do I care about the secondary dispersion in slot 3? Secondary? Oh, you get a ton of value from defensive fire. The Lexington basically couldn't touch me. It was hilarious. I think he got a couple of rockets on me. That was about it. I had 17 plane kills. What was my total plane damage? It's my A damage. Yeah, 30,000. Okay, if only 14 plane kills, but still. So the answer is, do you get value out of defensive fire in a random battle? Absolutely. Absolutely. In a ranked battle? Probably not. Probably not. Not so much in a ranked battle, let's say. Not so much in a ranked battle. I got to finish cleaning up overlays as we're making the transition to the new logo. All right, guys, listen, we're going to call it. I appreciate y'all being here. This was a ton of fun. Everybody, whatever you're doing for the rest of the day, make sure you go out and do it safely, please. Please, please, please. Don't do stupid things with fireworks and alcohol, okay? Enjoy both responsibly. Enjoy both safely, okay? We all want to have everybody come home and be here for our friends and family. So please, please, whatever you do, do it smart. Engage brain, okay? If you're in Europe, well, it's just another Thursday. But if you're stateside, happy Treason Day, okay? Go celebrate some treason. The world deserves a little bit of treason every now and then, in my opinion. Let's see. Who can I raid? You know who I can raid? Who I almost never get to raid. Well, let's see. There's a lot of EU guys on that I don't usually get to raid. I'm looking around here. You know who we're going to raid? Do I want to... You know, I don't often get to... Yeah, you know what? We're going to do that. I don't often get to raid Painzor. But he actually does get to raid me on occasion, just because the timing works out. We're going to raid Painzor. Did I spell it right? I got to make sure I spelled it right. Yeah. And now I hit the button. There we go. All right, guys. Raid is up. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for celebrating a little bit of your 4th of July with me. You guys go out, have a great time. Please be safe, but enjoy your holiday, and I will see you guys next week. Monday night, we should be back to Civ. Hopefully, everybody is feeling well, okay? We'll figure that out. In the meantime, y'all have a great holiday, a great weekend, and I will catch you later. Peace.